All right, and we're up and ready to go.
Tim's here.
Tim's here.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, Tim.
Andy got a fresh ass fade.
it's
Look
because
at that shit.
he's fresh as shit.
Look at that.
Meanwhile, we lost DG
Fucking stunner.
because reasons. All right, so yeah,
That's that Michigan fade.
last time on Planet of Oob. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d8, and I'm gonna have one of y'all go ahead and do it. It's gonna be from top to bottom. Bellamy 1, Bernard 2, Cliff 3, Grandwin 4, Colette 5, Miku 6, Nogo 7, and Tim 8. As you guys are well aware, whoever gives the recap gets a DM inspiration. If you already have one, or you don't feel like you want to give the recap, you can decline. You can always give your DM inspiration to somebody else. All right. We have...
And I'm getting in.
Phrasing. It is 8, so that is Tim. For once, it is not Colette.
Miracle.
You have failed me. You were my protector, Colette. Social anxiety on cue. So recap. We had entered this marvelous establishment, which appears to be kosher up front and beautiful, as it has a small toll to pay of what is our essence. And as a small price, we get in return whatever food we desire, whatever amenity we need to refresh ourselves and find our weary ways. We had collided with another party from our typical group who seems to be probably more well-oriented than our group, let's be honest. They started a brawl, had many drinks, wizards explored libraries, chalice of ever-flowing blood was discovered, and as per the usual, some chaos ensues. We are still learning more about each other, so it is slow going until we find out what is going to make this place blow up, inevitably. Anyone else would like to add? Please be my guest.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything else to add? Any details? Anything you remember that can add?
Miku did tell people that her change in attitude was accompanied by eating one of those mint things, and also she agreed to help find Gwendolyn's friend.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Bernard, who was spending some private time with one of the courtesans who had shapeshifted into somebody that Bernard missed from his homeland. He sketched her for a while and then came out sort of renewed and revigorated to party and took some shots and observed the duel. But unbeknownst to him, the pendant on his chest has started sort of beating with a strange vibration that he hasn't quite noticed yet.
I won my duel. Woot!
Whoop!
You did win your duel. And we have found out that your mom is, in fact, not a fish through the use of the
Correct.
duel. She's clearly a crab.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Your mom has crabs.
Again.
Your mama.
Now, come on. We know if anyone's a crab, it's Colette.
Yeah.
Crabby, yes.
I'll tell you what. Since that was kind of equal parts there, all three of you are welcome to take a DM inspiration.
Thank you very much.
That includes myself.
Did I?
Who's
three? Yes.
Yeah, who's three? There was like
No,
six
I
people
was-
who spoke.
I'm sorry.
Tim, Miku, and
Tim, Miku, and Bernard.
No,
Bernard was
No, I won't take it. I just talked about myself.
Yeah, but that was substantial.
Okay, I'll take it.
That wasn't an idea.
Just goddamn
I just
inspiration.
said I want to fight. That's that.
Don't twist my
yeah,
arm.
I don't
Okay, I'll do
deserve
it.
Okay. All right. Let me get some music playing.
Just advantage, guys. Like, Jesus, it's fine.
Well, no, it's better than advantage because it's a nat 20 or
It's critical DM inspiration.
yeah,
Yeah, we're doing that.
Lesser DM.
yeah.
All right. Let's let me get this loaded in, and we will head on over. All right. Back into the Elysian Inn, and we are going to go on up to the library for now. With Cliff, Colette, and Bellamy, with Eddie hanging out on the stairs. DG, I think you had something for this, did you not? Or that you wanted to do?
Not for in here, I don't think.
Well, way to suck.
Sorry. If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah, so the last we were doing here, Eddie was continually trying to ask Bellamy if he could eat random appendages. Toes, fingers, so on and so forth.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah. So we'll pick up there. That way I don't forget poor Cliff again this time.
Well, I say no. No.
You are no fun.
Are you entirely sure that you're not gonna need one of them toes or fingers?
Alright. I look at him and I say, would you be willingly volunteer your own toe for another to consume?
He didn't have anything else to eat. Sure, that's my buddy.
Well, it seems like you
That's my
have
good
plenty-
time pal.
Seems like you have plenty to eat at the moment.
Well, I'm sorry, Eddie. He's being very rude.
And Sethriel will pop in and be like, if you're hungry, there is quite wonderful food up front at the bar.
Well, he eats body parts.
I mean, I'm sure we could find like perhaps a cow's hoof.
Do you want a cow's hoof, Eddie?
Only if it is fresh.
It's gotta be fresh, like Wendy's.
Perhaps you can ask them, and maybe they can oblige. I do not work at the bar area, so while I do know it is fresh, I'm not sure how fresh you need it. So that is up to you.
What you doing, Coyote?
I heard there was a library, so I came to do some studying. I was going to ask the librarian here if he had any chemistry or alchemy books.
We have many books here. You're welcome to browse as you wish. I am only temporary here, and think of me more as a guard than anything. Make sure people don't destroy our library.
There are some people around here I wouldn't let in if you don't want it destroyed. Kind of a weird
Who's
one.
that?
If he introduces himself as Tim, regard him with much suspicion.
Yeah.
He likes to set things on fire.
Oh,
Don't do
no.
well in fire.
Yes, fire and books, not a very good mix. But yes, you're welcome to look around. And I assume you would like to look around.
I would like to look around.
What is it you're looking for specifically, so I know which role to give you? If you're looking for general chemistry, I'll take an investigation.
No, because it's a new and unique library, I would be looking for something more about maybe geology, the composition of rocks and how they interact with different chemicals. So some combination of chemistry and geology.
Yeah, and actually, thank you for reminding me. Last session, I said one thing and did another, and I blame this spicy adult juice for me forgetting. But for those of you that are proficient in nature or survival, go ahead and give me a nature or survival check. Because I was going to have you guys roll for 2 weeks worth of searching for ingredients. And I think I only had you do one.
Hot garbage.
So this is for everyone, not just the people involved in the conversation, right?
Right. Everybody who is proficient in nature or survival can roll me one of those.
20 for Bernard on nature.
Okay. Anybody else?
Got 12.
I feel
Isn't
like
there like 4 people?
Yeah.
3 of them on one crew and 1 on the other crew?
something like that. Does that nobody else wish to?
We got our 20.
Yeah, exactly. We're good.
We're not turning this into a group roll.
Oh no. But I think my group has a few more people that are proficient in
Yeah.
nature survival.
No, I just meant you were our only one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Once I get my herbalism proficiency,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get nature or survival.
So
Good. Then I can stop having to point out to you where to pee when we camp at night.
Yeah, exactly.
So Colette and Miku, you don't seem to find anything other than maybe some rations.
Fair enough.
But Bernard, with that 20, you do end up finding something, and I will tell you what that thing is in just a hot
Next time.
minute. Next time.
Good
Let's see.
session, everybody.
You guys came from the ocean, correct?
We did sail to get here. It wasn't our original, we're not all ocean people, but yeah, we came from the seas.
We took the dragon.
Yeah, you guys flew here. The
Oh,
dragon.
that's right. Flew.
Sailed to the capital. The capital
Yeah.
sent you on Dragon Elves.
All right. So you managed to find yourself a willow shade fruit.
Very nice. I shall enjoy it.
Yes, indubitably.
Is it familiar at all from my time traveling distant lands on this Oob world, or is this kind of a new novelty?
I believe for you guys, it's new because you guys haven't learned any recipes yet. So
Cool.
while you may know something from your home world, this doesn't really tell you what it is.
Sure.
And DG, will you go ahead and add that to his inventory for me?
Yeah, say what it is.
It's a
Willow shade.
willow shade fruit.
Shade. Okay.
Yes, and Colette, go ahead and just give me an investigation.
All right.
We'll see if you can find anything about geology.
There we go.
A 25.
Yep.
Yeah, you could find Advanced Geology for Dummies. It's right there on the bookshelf, right about eye level for your, 3.5 foot tall ass.
Oh, he's small.
Always find the good books on the bottom shelves. They hide them there because Utah people can't find them.
Yeah, what is it you would like to know? Or is that just something you'd like to add to your inventory?
I mean, for as long as I could keep it, but mostly
Yeah.
just trying to continue my education to figure out Dad's formula.
Yeah, once you leave the library, you'd have to turn it back over, but I'm not sure how long you plan on staying here, so just so you don't forget. Is there any...
Is that an option? Like, to gain proficiency and stuff? Like, can I do some accelerated work on herbalism kits here in the library?
I mean, I'm sure you could find somebody in this building that could teach you herbalism. I mean, you have party members and whatnot. I don't think.
Yeah, but like,
We'll-
I was
we'll
told it
keep
would take like another
downtime
2
as
weeks of
downtime.
downtime for doing that.
Yeah, like DG said, we'll just keep downtime as downtime.
Okay.
Just to keep it straight. Yeah, it's not.
Boring.
This relates more to his backstory than to a proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody else need stuff, or was he the only one?
He was the only one to have rolled and got something.
What a guy.
What a guy. But yeah. He doesn't know what it is yet, but who knows? A recipe later, maybe he finds it.
Do they work like Skyrim, where you have to eat them, or just toss them into a pot and be like, "What's gonna happen?
Do not
Surprise!"
do not put the random plant in your mouth.
Maybe we could ask the people here what it is.
There is a library.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Colette, was there anything specific you want to do with that book, or are you just shooting your shot and hoping, seeing what sticks?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time studying, specifically around corrosive chemicals. Spend some time concentrating on that.
I'd say that's less a geology book and more of an
Oh,
alchemy
sorry.
book. But
Sorry, you are correct. So I will study.
But we'll say that 25 definitely finds you advanced alchemy for dummies.
There we go. So we'll do chemistry instead.
Okay.
Because that's what I wrote down.
Okay.
Yeah. So corrosive chemicals and try to see if I can find any that I might not be familiar with. Spend some time studying them.
So essentially, you're looking for a recipe.
Yes and no. I'm more looking for the base chemical that would be the corrosive element that I might add to a recipe later.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I forget what you have access to at the moment. I know you have a little bit more access than others.
It's not a lot.
Compared to the others, it's quite a bit more. Let us see if we can't find you something quick and easy here. Because reasons. Yeah, you've heard of. You're not sure how much. I'm sorry.
About like a rent for the frickin' carriage, talking about gasoline or something.
If he would have just looked at it, he'd figure it out.
I think I did look at it and rolled like shit that time.
He has literal access to the thing that runs that vehicle.
Red barrels, they're explosive. Works every time.
Every time. I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. But Bellamy, Cliff, anything specific you're doing over here?
I'm still working on my thing, no?
Yeah, you're copying a scroll, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes. That is the thing you're doing. Actually, you know what'll be good for you? Colette, you come across an ingredient called a hag finger. You're not sure how many, and you're not sure what it goes with, but it does mention something about acid in it.
Okay.
So I'd write that in your notes.
Good one.
All right.
Jot that down.
What did we shoot down?
Then I just said jot that down.
Jot that.
Jot
Oh,
that
got
down,
that.
jot that down.
Write it down. Write it down. All right. With that, we are. Oh yes, it was. Where the hell is Tim? There he is.
Wait, he's in a bathtub right now.
No,
Oh gosh.
he's at the table.
Can I just get a
He
quick
didn't dry
time
off
out?
either.
If you guys can tell me, like, my last action was like, hey, we just finished this duel and we're having shots now. How much time has passed since then?
Real time. I believe with Nogos and his lecherous self, at least 30 minutes, right?
Got it.
Probably.
Just put myself in the time frame. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll switch down to Tim, and DG did have something for him.
So, I know. I'm actually just gonna. I know you were searching around last time, right? Getting
Yeah,
these
as-
rooms and stuff.
As a criminal does.
Yeah, well, we didn't really give you shit for that. So, I figured maybe you found just some documents back here of the guests, you know? Found a ledger of all the previous guests and stuff, and it goes back, I don't know, time frame.
Yeah, at that time back in the past.
A real long
Wibbly
time.
wobbly.
Some wibbly wobbly timey framey things, but no, you find names of many visitors and their check-in, check-out dates. Some of them are still checked in, and it looks like they've been here. I don't know, 100 years. I didn't make the characters. A long time.
Sure, they vary. They vary from a couple of months to a few years to a few hundred years.
Of just staying at the inn or leaving and coming back?
Being at the inn.
Damn.
Yeah, so you find that weird, right? And you go fucking trudging through, and it's like they've only got like one check-in date. Just something for you.
It's Hotel California.
Do those names for the longer individuals seem to have more human names or long-lived race names?
Why don't you give us a? I mean, you're a human, right? So give us a history check. See if you can if you would recognize Elvish and human names, or maybe some people are just unique. You know, some person's named Orangelo, and it's just.
And their brother Lamangelo.
Here's the time to use that wonderful DM inspiration, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a 20 regardless, but you can crit fish, and by crit fish, I mean you get the modifier. So go ahead and roll a d20.
Or you can just see Dave the Elf on your list.
Or I'm sorry, no, I'm high here. I'm not high. I will roll a d2. Call a 1 or a 2.
2.
It is a 1. So you get a 20. Yeah, you're pretty. You understand unique names. You're pretty unique yourself, Mr. Cleese. And you know, some of these names, like Isold, it stands out to you as not being. You're not sure what it is exactly, but it doesn't seem human.
Okay.
You might not be able to tell it's Elvish, or you might not be able to tell it's a Triton or anything like that, but you can definitely tell that it's not human.
All right, so maybe they chose to stay.
For hundreds of years.
Hey, you never know. It seems pretty nice. All services. That or dysentery, you make a choice.
Tim died of dysentery.
I know that my character's not near you, but what if you were to go, like, sneak in or peek in the rooms listed there for those long-term residents?
That may be exactly where he's going to go after. I don't know was this staircase here?
It was. It just goes upstairs to the rooms. Nothing special.
Oh, perfect. That's
Yeah,
where he needed to be.
And just assume the entire second floor is nothing but rooms, so...
Yeah, totally theater of the mind.
Yeah. But yeah, you're going upstairs, son?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you do upstairs?
He is going to look for, as he had wonderfully suggested, any of the long-term residents, and try and figure out why they've chosen to stay so long.
So, do you just randomly go through and knock on all the doors?
If there isn't a log of what rooms they were tied to, these long-term stay residents, yeah, we'll go door to door.
I think that's much funnier to do. So, you know what? Not really a great roll for this. Go ahead, give me a survival check. Because it's
Let's
like
go.
tracking, so finding people is what I'm going to go for.
Not investigation.
No, not really, because he knows the room's a room.
I'll look for non-human, fingerprints. But survival. Where did it go? Oh, all about it tonight.
It's a good night for you, huh?
I mean,
At least you're getting all these ones over with.
just so
early in
happens-
the game.
All the rooms that you knock on, there's no answer, and you give up pretty early.
Wow.
you feel like there's somebody behind there, but they're definitely ignoring your ass.
All I have to say is rude.
That's just rude.
That's just rude. Maybe Kalak can get him to open up these dang doors. People seem to like him. I don't really get it, but they do.
With that, we will go ahead and head on over to our lovely people on the courtyard taking shots. Shots. Everybody. So that's Nogos, Miku, Bernard, and Grendwin. But Miku is not currently in right now, so it's you guys.
So Miku's not there because I was about to talk to Miku.
Don't worry about it. We'll fix it.
Yeah, she.
And I can hear Miku. Can you hear me?
Oh. I can't.
I can hear both of you.
He's just got to add her back to the stream. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
I don't see her at all in my.
Yeah, she just popped up.
In my list. I still.
She
don't...
said except for her because she just got sober, so she doesn't want to drink.
So she's not drinking, but she's out there, right?
Yes. Okay, Miku's back.
Yep.
Okay.
So Grendwin's gonna go up to Miku, and we've been talking about like how you're gonna try and help me find this guy. So I'm just gonna like start sketching out like find a napkin or something and sketch a little drawing of this guy and give you his name and tell you what he looks like and ask you to keep an eye out for him. If you happen to see him, let me know.
I'm definitely. And the one. It's a reunite on your home. A chance to yet.
Could you repeat?
Isolated.
Yeah, we're not catching any of that, Miku.
Yeah, Miku, your connection is off.
Speak it any better?
A wee bit. Nope, that's worse.
I will sure to inform you if I find it.
Ooh, when?
Oh, Miku, I don't know if it'll help, but if you want to try turning off your video to help with your connection, voice is obviously better than video, so if that helps.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can just switch that and see if that helps.
we can hear you okay right now.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put her over here, cause Bernard.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that. I don't see very many others like me, covered in fur, looking not quite as elfish or human as some of the others.
I'm very happy to have met you. I definitely don't mind making friends with people who aren't like me. It's very nice, actually. It's just I always feel like I stand out from the flock a bit.
Well, and it's true that you and I do, but that's not always a bad thing. It does
That
bring business your way, I bet. But it's hard to hide in a crowd, no?
yeah, that's another thing. Makes my job a little bit harder.
Oh,
Uh, I
you're
guess
quite a detective.
I. Uh,
Well, here's the drawing of Trespian, and if you see him, you need to tell me about him because I am going to tear him limb from limb.
Oh,
I assume you don't mean literally.
Oh no, quite literally. I'd very much like to rip his arms off.
oh, and Miku, as you hear her story, um, you almost feel like you can hear you can hear Kitio's voice talking to you. Um,
Kaito.
yes, Kaito's. That's definitely what I said. Uh,
I say, hey, Winnipeg.
but yes, you feel like Kaito's
It did.
almost speaking with
Sorry.
you. Totally like just kind of giving you encouragement. Feel free to take a look in your inventory whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, very interesting.
Have you ever been betrayed by someone you really trusted and even loved?
Uh, well, I wouldn't say I loved him, but I got screwed over by a client pretty damn badly. Well, I guess he wasn't really my client. He was my client's brother. But still, he tried to kill me.
Oh, that is pretty fucked up.
He also tried to kill his brother and sister and succeeded, so I'm the least of the people he betrayed to get where he is.
Where is he now? Is he in a position of power?
Yeah, he's the current Lord of Gale.
Oh, and Gale is the city where you hail from.
That is correct, yes.
So this man has usurped power from his brother and sister in order to be at the head of the king. The king? What is his role of Gale?
Lord.
Lord of Gale.
They're, the Aarakocra don't have a king. Not since we departed from our planet's surface.
Oh, that's very interesting. Not having a king or a queen makes a lot of sense. Where I originally come from, we never had any kings and queens. We just had the tribal elders. And, once I moved to the big city, of course, things were very different there. And of course, there was a High Lady.
Basically, there's a bunch of cities in the sky around Gale, and each of them has a lord or lady who's commanding them. And Gale's current one is Lord Hawkchi.
Oh, And you have to
The
get back to
bastard.
this man, and you have to take him out of power. That's right, huh?
I would love to, but as far as I understand, these portals are 100% one way.
That is what I've been dealing with myself, you know. Trespian tried to kill my high lady. He he tricked me into not falling in love with him, but I did. And now I'm going to rip his heart out of his chest, quite literally.
So that's the one you want me to find, right?
That's right. I've been keeping an eye
Well,
out for him, but no luck.
there are there are certainly worse reasons for revenge. I'm up for it.
Well, I'm glad I can find a sister in arms along this way.
Sister in wings.
I mean, she has wing. She has wings, but Miku does. But Gren does not.
We should be. Where did everyone go? What are you guys doing? She looks over at Bellamy or Bernard and Nogos and Nisrit.
I offer my tray. I'm like, shots?
No, one is enough.
After the first few, I ducked into a corner with Nisra to talk to her about her situation, so I'm mostly oblivious to what you're doing.
Yeah. You want to go to a corner?
Yeah, just find out a little bit more about her personally. We've done a lot of talking about me, and I'm interested what her role is, what her life is like, if there's an after, So I start talking to her a little bit tipsy and sick to my stomach from the very hard shots that I'm trying to contend with. But yeah, I used to work in a bar. I used to be a bouncer. That's what I was in my old world. So I'm not a complete stranger to alcohol. So I'm trying to maintain. And I'm trying to just look at one of her eyes real close, like, so, like that guy out there. He's your boss, like all the time. Or are you just like on the clock, or do you have your own life? Do you have your own friends? Like, I want to know about you.
Oh yes. So yes, he is our boss all the time, and this this is our life. It's actually a very wonderful life. We are not hunted. We do have our own activities when our services are not needed. We play, chess, and we everything that a normal person might do.
Who's your friends around here? Is it other staff? Is it people not related to the house at all?
Oh yes, we're all quite close, but as as I told you, this is actually I don't think I did tell you. This place is more of a refuge for us. We don't get hunted here.
Oh, and that seems like way better than being hunted. I totally get that. I've unfortunately been on the other side of some hunts before. Always beasts, never intelligent creatures. I can't imagine who would hunt somebody as pretty as you, but like big scary beasts. I could track those down and turn them into a stew pretty good. But seriously, like, who would hunt you? You're so cute.
Well,
Does she still look like Annabelle while you're saying this?
I would prefer if she didn't. I kind of like had that time in the room, but I would rather see her as who she is instead of trying to keep on a ruse.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had asked her to switch out of it last session. Um, well, we are of a fiendish nature, and most fiends are unsavory. In fact, most of my kind would rather bleed you all dry than to make friends, but also their life expectancy is much shorter.
Is that just like in their nature, or is it more like how they were raised? Like, do you feel that inside, but you repress it?
Oh yes, very much so.
Wow.
If you had
So
the
you're
choice to eat think of it like an ice cream cone. You can either have actually no, better yet, like a bag of chips. Do you eat one chip or do you eat the whole bag?
Once I pop, I can't stop. But then again, I don't form personal emotional bonds with my potato chips most of the time. So I find it hard to just drain someone dry and feast on them if my future emotional needs also relied on those people being around for me, you know?
Well, everybody must eat, and some people just are not capable of, holding themselves back.
Do you see food differently than you see your friends, or are they all kind of just the same level of being?
Well, I mean, we we do have our nature, so we do look at you as food, but there's no reason for us to necessarily kill you.
Honestly, it's not that much different if you ask me. My world, people looked at each other for what kind of money they could get for each other a lot. Like marks. I don't know if you heard that term, but like everybody was a mark for someone else. Like they were waiting to con each other. And there's not much difference from taking a bite out of someone's leg versus stealing next month's rent from them. They're kind of effed either way. So I can't say the people in my homeworld are all that much different. You're just more overt and more straight up with what you need. I respect that.
Oh, well, thank you. In fact, I have heard of the word mark. Uh, there's a gentleman here named Joran who has mentioned that word.
Sure. And
Yes.
is he one of the long timers or is he someone who works here?
He's been here for a few weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it's another way of saying the vulnerable, the weak, the part of your population that's either protected or decimated.
Oh,
Uh, I
like
I
your
find that's
children.
right, or elderly.
Oh.
The extremes. The honestly, like how you treat that group of society, I think says a lot about a group of people. And I haven't quite figured it out on Oob. How would you say the people, at least here in your territory, deal with the children, the elderly, those who can't protect themselves?
Oh, well, we don't really have elderly or children.
That leaves some more interesting questions that honestly my brain just can't wrap my head around right now.
Now, we don't allow children into the building, as you can imagine, for obvious reasons. We don't want to
Oh
hurt the
yeah,
child.
of course.
But the elderly, they are fully capable of making their own decisions. So,
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, they had their time. Um, are there any dangers for me here? Honestly, I'm getting this weird sick, but also sort of infatuated feeling inside. I don't know how to feel about it, but like, I don't even know if you would tell me to be honest. But am I in danger here?
oh, you're certainly not in danger.
Oh,
I mean,
I feel like I asked that before. But I just can't even remember anything with all this liquor.
yeah, you could stay here for as long as you wish.
Oh,
And you
that's
could grow
comforting.
old, and you wouldn't die any earlier than you would on the outside.
That sounds really. And then I kind of snap out of it, and some of my sobriety sort of takes over my pupils' focus, and I'm like, but I would never get home.
Home is
That,
simply where you're at, is it not?
and I sort of put my hand around my locket that's thumping in my hand right now, and I say, home is where your loved one's heart is, and that's not where I am right now. Do you know? Nobody's been able to give me an answer. Is there any escape to this world? Any way that you know of to get home?
Uh, I mean, the, there's nothing that I know of. If you're speaking of portal travel, then no. Those seem to be one way. Uh, that's common knowledge here.
I'd shove myself up a whale's ass and have it, swim me there if I could. I don't care the method.
You
I
would.
just, I can't be here forever, but I can't let the people I'm with know that I can't be here forever. Like loyalty is everything to these people. The guard, the dragons. I saw what happened to my friend as soon as she switched loyalties. She almost died. I shouldn't even be telling you this. Forget I said anything. If you have any other work to do, you can go ahead. You don't have to be here with me anymore.
Oh no, this is quite fun. I I have 0 issues, and you've already paid your dues. And for the night.
Fair enough, but my tongue's getting a little bit loose. Let me find my friends, make sure they're okay, don't need me, and more importantly, I don't need them. And I'll kind of come out of the corner we've been in and rejoin the group. I rejoined the merriment a little bit, but no ghost. I might grab a shot from you. You'll notice I mostly just kind of set it to my lips and don't really drink anymore, and I come back a little bit more wary. But otherwise, just kind of like joining in the conversation and welcome back. And what are you guys up to?
Well, as you take a shot, I take a shot, but I down the hatch.
I'm over my shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need a con roll there?
No, you guys are already drunk.
Okay.
Does Redwin see him toss it over his shoulder?
Are
really good
you?
roll for that.
I was gonna say. First off, Bernard, are you trying to be, stealthy
Yeah, I'm trying
about
to.
it?
I'm trying to be stealthy because at this point I noticed that there's like, we want you to stay, we want you to imbibe. You don't need to leave, and now I kind of feel like it's expected, but I'm a little bit more wary. So I'm gonna sleight of hand, maybe.
Yeah, sleight of hand, and Grendwin, give me a perception check.
That's 20 coming from Bernard.
15 from Grendwin. I don't know.
He's just really talkative, and you just don't notice as he turns his head and you can't see it. You don't hear the splash hit the ground. Maybe it hits the bushes.
Actually, my time as a bouncer, enough people have tried to buy me shots. I got a technique where I roll it down my neck, down my spine, and just into my pants, down the crevice. So it just kind of pools there in my pants, avoiding the ground.
Looks like you shit yourself.
You don't see that.
So it looks like you just have a
That wasn't a no.
bag of.
That's very normal where I'm from when you're drinking a lot.
I don't see that you hid your shot.
Yes, you do.
But I didn't say that I didn't
see
that you have a shit stain on your butt.
That's the hidden shot you don't see.
God, why isn't there any patrons that can make fun of him for that? That guy.
He done shit himself. Well, I mean, Nisra wouldn't do it.
No.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and go back up to, I believe it's the library? With Colette and Bellamy?
Yeah, I imagine once Colette's been up there for an hour or so, we'll have exhausted what he can find.
And you too notice this chalice over here.
Is it glowing like it is in the picture?
I don't remember who had information on that from last session, but
I didn't talk to them about it. So
I believe it was Bellamy who had gotten some information on it.
Yes. The chalice? I wrote it down. So if you want, you can probably scroll up to find it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh, tell them what you remember.
Well, I'm gonna scroll up, and
that's fair.
And then whatever I wrote down is what I remember. This is...
Big.
It's in like a cabinet or something, It's not just like
it's on
the
display.
First level of malice, evil, almost unholy. Blood is a blood chalice with red liquid coming off. The blood chalice is satisfies thirst for the blood of a fiend, but it's more of like an ornament than anything else. Let's see. As for the and I also since he would ask me about it, right, I would also say the Elysian Inn was founded by succubi, pacifist succubi and incubi, right, who didn't want to like actively invade for food, so they created this space where people can like come and stay willingly if they'd like.
I'll go to the librarian then, whatever his name was.
Sethriel. You should be able to hover over him.
He's just not in the room.
Oh.
Also, Colette doesn't care much about people's names.
Oh,
so.
is that Was that Colette or No Ghost?
Colette.
Okay.
They do sound a little similar. Hey.
A little bit.
But he'll go over to the library and be like, "Hey, someone put a cup in the cabinet over there. You might want to get that returned to the bar. It
Oh
looks
no.
like it's washed."
Oh no, that's where that belongs. That is think of it as a relic. A reminder.
Why are you hiding it in the library then?
Well, there's
Why not put it where people can be reminded?
Well, we do frequent the library. But it is of our past, so we don't wish to be reminded of it constantly.
You know, I get that. There's some things in my past I don't want to be reminded about constantly. But it's good to hear that you people frequent the library. It's nice to find people who appreciate a good read.
Of course, knowledge is power.
Knowledge can help you create power. I don't know that knowledge itself is power.
We're not very much of creators here, but we do like a good read. Distant lands and adventures.
Yeah. I don't know about distant lands. A good read, though. I can get behind that. What can you tell me about the horseless carriage you've got out there?
Oh yes, it's called an automacart.
I bet the short guy doesn't know that. Okay. I'll write that down.
Which short guy are you speaking of? I know. Are you not short yourself?
He's shorter.
Oh, he's shorter. Oh, you're talking about the I believe I retcon their gnomes.
Yeah.
The gnomish people.
I don't know. I've never met anyone like them before. I don't know what they are. I didn't ask.
Oh, they've been tinkering with that thing since they've gotten here. I don't even think they've eaten.
Eating's overrated. But anything else you can tell me about it that they probably haven't figured out?
Yes. So it was made by an artificer. I believe he goes by the name of Pater Mendaci. We wrote it down here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But he made it. I couldn't tell you how it works. That's beyond me. That's far too technical.
Pater. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know. I'll figure it out. It doesn't matter.
Oh yes. I mean, if you find him, I'm sure he's around. I mean, I don't believe he's in the hotel or the inn here, but I'm sure he's about.
Did he donate it, or did he drive it into the building and forget about it?
He spent some time here, and he brought the pots in, and then just started building. And then when he was done, he left.
So, no testing?
It seemed he was bored once it was finished.
Sounds like you need me to go test it for you.
I couldn't tell you the first thing about it.
Yeah, I can figure that out. So that's a yes for the testing?
As long as you don't destroy it.
Gnomes! And he'll run out of the library, head back to the cart.
Bellamy, you just doing scroll stuff?
I mean, yeah. Unless is there something interrupting me?
I mean, if you want to take time to walk around and do something else, I'm not gonna hold you here and make you specifically stand in that spot and scribe this scroll.
I mean, I've explored everywhere on this floor. I mean, I can sit here for a little bit.
I mean, if you want to go play some games, if you want to go talk to somebody, if whatever you want to do. I don't want to pigeonhole you into just simply scribing a scroll for, however long.
I'm okay with it. All right. I don't have anything specific I want to do, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where the hell did Cliff go? I saw him bolting around here like a psychopath.
He's out in the courtyard.
Okay. And well, then I'll go to Tim first before I go to the lodge group again. Jimmy.
Come on. Oh, hello, Kalai. I was looking for you for many reasons.
Let's walk and talk. Let's go.
What? But wait, isn't the library this way?
Yeah, I already went to the library. That's over.
But okay. Wasn't it weird how they had this adult, no, not adult even, this child with them going through what we've been told is run by terrible dragons, merciless.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why anyone would have children out here. It seems like a terrible idea. Especially when they attack your party and you got to shoot them in the neck.
Yeah. I guess if that were to occur.
It has occurred. It has occurred.
That's right.
Yeah. I shoot you in the neck.
Yeah.
He deserved it. Deserved every bit of it.
That's probably true. Children are awful, but people don't like it when we say that.
I'm too old to care what people think about what I say.
That's fair. You are very old. But should we maybe be on?
You got a smart mouth there. What was that?
Should we be on guard with these individuals? Is there a chance that they might be smuggling in? Well, these dragons.
Be careful with the bird. She might try to adopt a child. You know, you have to talk her out of that kind of stuff.
A chosen one doesn't have time for children.
She'll make time. Like I said, be careful. She likes kids for some reason. The cleric, he's nosy, but seems all right. Now, come over here and help me with this automacar.
I would love to. I was more referring though to the other individuals we ran into at the party that we met. Well, that you had met prior at the cabin.
I had never met him before today, so they're all strangers to me. I couldn't answer your questions. The one they call Grenwyn seems incredibly nosy. Like, genuinely nice at the same time.
Yes. Those are the ones that scare me the most.
You can't ever tell if it's genuine, right?
No. I can barely read a person's emotions normally.
I don't find that there's much point.
It is a lot of wasted energy. People should just say what they intend.
Yeah.
It is peculiar, though. Also, I found through total accident a log of residents, and it appears people have been here for hundreds of years. I thought they had told us people only stayed for a couple days for their own safety.
I mean, free food and drink, and I mean, everything's free except for the gambling. Why wouldn't you stay?
Oh, no, I agree. I can totally understand the ideology of staying and doing nothing with your life and being a bum, but I don't understand the inconsistent logic, and it's put me in a bit of a logic loop. Why would they tell me that we could only stay for a couple of days, and then now it seems that has changed.
Do you say this?
Tell us that we can only stay for a couple of days?
Do you say this out loud, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being as loud as you are actually being?
Probably loud enough for this person next to us to hear.
Polly or Valindra?
I would be angled towards the car, so towards the car.
Okay.
I'd imagine would probably be able to.
Well, he'd be.
I'm not trying to yell.
Okay, well, he'd be wholly ignoring you, just studying this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember
you're a
them saying
child.
that. Yeah, I heard it too. I remember them saying that we could only stay. I don't remember them saying that we could only stay for a couple of days. So, I mean, if they'll let you stay and you don't have anything else to do with your life, I mean, why would you leave?
But how would you find your purpose, your goal, your chalice?
I've found. Oh, you should see the chalice. They have one in the library.
You turned me away from the chalice?
Yeah, they don't. I don't want to give it up, but yeah, it's in the library. My experience, and I have many years of it, that not everyone gives a shit what their purpose in life is.
That's disappointing.
You've never met people before? They often are disappointing.
Oh God, I try not to.
Fair. All right, I'm gonna need you to crawl into this automa cart, though. I'm gonna get up here in the front and fiddle with some things. I need you to tell me what happens underneath when I do that.
Should I have some protective gear?
I don't think it's necessary. Hey, Gnome, get under the car with it. It's called an automa cart, by the way, but you didn't know that.
Yeah, what's its name got to do with anything? I want to know how it works. Who cares what it's called?
Yeah, that's why you and Tim are gonna get under the cart and let me know what happens when I mess with stuff up here.
What kind of tools do you have? Give me a Tinkerer's Tools check.
Tinkerer's Tools.
Can I be assisting him?
I'm going to say no because you're under the car. And not next to him.
Oh.
Hey guys, I don't have much going on and I'm in the vicinity. I would be interested in joining this expedition if that's possible. So, stop my previous conversation. I have proficiency in land vehicles, and this has been interesting to me. If I can join it all, I can help.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
good.
I'm wondering if I could go with that too.
Listen, whoever wants to be with the car can be with the car. You guys are actively moving around. Like, if you guys...
Yeah, you don't have to wait. I kind of
All
want to
makes
pan
sense.
over you guys soon anyway, so...
All right, so we
Basically,
all
you
join
three
up
friends
and
just banging around over there.
almost as a way to distract from the earlier conversation of the fiends and that making me weird. I'm like, oh, so this gadget was impressing me earlier. I noticed you were friends with the pigeon lady. She was quite nice. If you have any need of assistance over here, I'd be happy to explore around. This is certainly a marvel.
Tim, the marvelous enchanter, needs no assistance. But if you'd like to help...
Oh, Tim, I'm honored to be in your presence. I've heard much about you.
Needs
Of
no
course.
assistance, but if you would like to help, what kind of a stupid statement is that?
I mean, it's stupid as a name like Kalut.
Oh, shots
I'll have you
fired.
know that my name is a strong Dwarven name, and I'll put this mace upside your head.
How fitting for the guy who can barely lift a log.
As these guys are bickering, I kind of like point my tray over to them, and I'm like, shots?
Yes, I think I will. And I'll take a shot.
I'll take a shot.
I'm pretty sure that's 10.
Yeah,
we all do one more shot.
Yeah, and I'll
Trey's
slide a hand
empty.
another one.
And Colette and Tim, did you both take a drink?
I did.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Tim, you take that up the gut and down the hatch, no problem.
Phrasing.
He's had that prison booze.
Colette, unfortunately, you know, while you do actually, you would roll at advantage.
Yeah, because he's dwarven.
I'm not Dwarven. But
Oh,
I mean, yes.
still have the advantage.
Yes, but also no.
Yes.
Yeah. Down the hatch, and you know it's swill. It tastes like shit.
I specifically asked for the bottom shelfist alcohol.
Yeah, he asked for your military special, so it is kind of garbage.
The Sailor Jerry.
This tastes like it was brewed in the mines.
Worse.
I thought it was
Sailor
just
Jerry's
toilet
not
water.
that bad.
Okay.
Compared to what this
Clear
is,
rum.
that's
Clear rum is
basically
pretty rough.
compared to what this is. It's essentially top shelf Sailor Jerry.
Wow, this really is bottom of the barrel, eh?
He gave you exactly what you requested.
I know. Can I also make a tinker's check on the car? Or
Are you proficient in Tinker's tools?
I am. I'm an artificer.
Well, some people are alchemist tools and whatnot. So go ahead. Give me a Tinker's check.
I will also, if that's okay, from the
Oh.
underside.
Wow, that was shit.
Man, the both of you, this might just be a little bit too much for you.
I mean, I am currently under the influence.
Oh yeah, so you would have actually been rolling at disadvantage for that check.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'll roll any higher than that.
Yeah. So I mean,
or any lower. I mean, let's do the disadvantage here then, and
let's see if you get a 1.
Oh, look at that! It's an 18.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the 3 totally is on point then. I was drunk and.
Best time to work on an automa cart is when you've had a few shots.
Oh, definitely.
Speaking of, can I throw a land vehicle check in there just to see if anything's apparent?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Give me a land vehicle check.
There you go.
So you don't necessarily know the inner workings of this vehicle, but as you're looking at it, you can tell that the front wheels are the ones that are going to steer you. You understand that the wheel on the left-hand side seems to be what would control that. You're not entirely sure what the pedals do, just because it's outside of the technical capabilities that you know.
Wheelhouse.
I
to
didn't
that
wanna say
point,
that.
Can I go ahead and use my DM crit inspiration on that roll to try and do better?
I don't think you'd get much better than
Oh,
that.
okay. If I get the feeling I've kind of understood what I can understand about this, then that's fine. I'll share my insights to.
You feel like you could drive the thing if necessary.
With a
If
few
you
more
could figure
drinks
out how it started.
June, get in here, Bellamy. Motherfucking lockpicking anything.
If I'm called, I shall.
Yeah,
you gotta have to find me first.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of veer away. I'll share what I know, but I'm like, I kind of think we might be able to get this started if somebody could lockpick this padlock, and just kind of go in search of Bellamy, and I'll share my knowledge with those looking at the car.
Oh, wonderful. Does anyone here have a guidance of some kind?
Don't drink the liquor. That's my guidance.
No, the magical kind.
Well, if you can find me. Yeah.
Which you can't. Ever.
Did you?
So, with no one saying so, I
do, but I'm on the porch.
As well?
And Tim, you wanted to roll a Tinker's check?
Yeah, from the underside. Try and
Yeah.
get, since I'm stuck under here.
Yeah. So you start tracing this thing. Of course, it doesn't help you with how to start the thing because of where you're at underneath it. But you look at the wheels and you can see, differential. It comes back in. This thing's definitely built for 4-wheel drive. The drive shafts, and you get you're not sure, and you can't place where you smelled it before, but you can smell something similar to alchemist fire.
Oh, interesting. What do you call it, Clut?
The automa cart.
Automa carts. Are they also meant to dual purpose as a bomb?
I didn't make it. I can't answer that question.
Oh, I thought you read something about it. Of course not. Yeah, he'll share that knowledge with the group as well. What he learns. Would he be able to maybe tell where brake lines are? Like if there was a squeezing mechanism around the wheels for brakes?
Oh, sure. You definitely see something clamping over the over the axles. Doesn't clamp onto the tires for some weird reason, but it clamps onto the axles. Something abrasive.
Interesting. I wonder what these clamping mechanisms do. Maybe to grip and stop.
Well, the back two seem to be engaged right now.
Hmm.
Think of it, if I were to put it in actual terms, parking brake.
Okay. Yeah, I think you would test that then and see that maybe the wheels aren't moving, and then understand that's how brakes work.
Yeah, definitely don't want it rolling off the stage into the crowd. You know, what is this, a Mustang?
Never. Who would want that?
Sorry, I only bring that up because DG has a Mustang, and we know it's a crowd killer.
How do we describe this thing so far? There's a wheel, there's some pedals.
There's wheels, there's pedals.
Freaking lever in the middle with like a handle clasp on it that seems to be engaged.
We know how to steer it.
We know fuel feeds into it, and
The handle definitely has a skull shape on it, and numbers.
I do
It
think
has
it's funny
brakes.
that you called it like an automacar and not Mustang.
Oh, yes. It's actually a dragnail. That's what they call it now. With that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the other group real quick. You guys think of which you would like to test on the automacar?
Has Cliff got to do anything
I haven't
this
heard from
session?
Cliff in a while.
He's been running around this map.
Is he the one with the animated armor that is venomized?
Yes.
Is he dragging his armor with him and asking, "Can I eat you?"
Something like that.
Yeah, Cliff, what are you up to? What have you been up to?
Oh, well, Miku, there you are. I was just looking for you.
Oh, hey there, Cliff. I just got done from being incredibly drunk. Got myself a job.
Oh, I got a good job for you, if you're interested.
What you thinking, Cliff?
I need you to find a calf's hoof for Eddie to eat.
Cow's hoof, huh? I was a little drunk when this is. Where's the kitchen?
I have no idea. I figured you're a detective. You could probably figure it out.
Well,
All right, sure.
Miku, you would have remembered that, Tim ordered a ribeye down at the bar. He absolutely
Okay.
murdered it, but,
It has to be fresh. Unless your friend here is willing to part with some toes or a finger.
No, absolutely not. Let's go see if we can find fresh meat somewhere.
You know, they have quite the stock in the kitchen. I bet that they can find something that's not attached to somebody that's breathing. And I think it's
likes
quite
it
rude
really
of you to be
fresh.
asking people to give up their fingers and toes for you.
Oh, well, Eddie is he's a, how do I say this? Eddie, how would you describe yourself?
hungry.
Yeah, hungry.
Is his name Eddie Brock?
It's Ed hyphen D.
It's Eddie with
Oh,
two D's.
nice.
Like Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I'm just going to use another divine sense and see what the heck Eddie is.
Yeah, go ahead, give it a shot.
Signatures. Nope, that's a divine smite. Sorry.
Wow, we just. Hi, Eddie.
That's like the second or third time that you've divine smited.
All right, this
Now you
turn's
know what
for-
it's like in our
This
group.
turn for Spirit Guardians.
She's always like this.
Just divine smiting everyone.
Sometimes it's hard to remember which one's divine smite and which one's divine sense, and sometimes you smite when you mean to sense.
You can't really get a good peg on whether he's good or evil. It's almost like if a squirrel ran by you, or a crocodile. The crocodile's not inherently evil, and the squirrel's not inherently good. They are.
Does it
And
feel
now
like
you
a
feel
fiend
hungry.
or undead?
What was that, Grandman?
Does it feel like a fiend or undead?
It does not.
Okay.
However, you do notice the fiends around here. Of course, how far does that go out? 60 feet? Yeah. Collect highlights again. This individual, you get that fiendish,
Ooh.
undead feel to him. And then, all the staff are fiends in general.
I seem to be enjoying a game of 21. I don't remember what we called it.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a minute. I need to go have a conversation with someone, and I'm gonna come over to this guy.
Twilight
And,
Card. That's what it was. Carry on.
Sit down at the table and play a round of whatever he's playing. That's not a chair. That's a chair.
You throwing money down?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, you're close enough to the chair.
It's like I'm in the chair. All right, I've got a little money. I'll play around.
DG, go ahead and run the game.
Yeah, I really set myself up for that one, didn't I?
You did.
All right, let's see.
How much do you
what
put
is-
down?
Minimum is 5 gold pieces. Maximum is 50.
Correct.
I'll put in 5. I'm not up for loose.
Okay.
Oh, good. I've never played this game before. I'm up for trying something new. And I'll look over at the guy. Have you played this game before? Do you have any pointers?
Yeah, the first thing you're gonna try to do is get yourself to 21. I mean, there's not too much to it. It's pretty straightforward.
All right, I can get to 21. I'm pretty good at that.
You basically got to get higher than the dealer without going over 21.
All right, that seems straightforward enough. I think I can handle it. Does he look familiar? I have like a SketchUp of a guy named William.
I mean, it's a drawing, so I mean, you can always ask him.
Well,
Or you
you
can.
look a bit familiar. My name's Grandwin. What's yours?
The name's William Quiversword.
Do you happen to have a dad who lives in the Lava Kingdom?
I have a father who lives in the Metallic Kingdom.
Oh, the Metallic Kingdom, not the Chromatic Kingdom.
Hey, he's a merchant, old adventurer. Him and my mother Seisha.
Is this the guy that I met at the market? Is that his dad?
You would have met Balor Quiversword and Seisha Quiversword at the market.
That's right. That's who I'm asking about. Oh, well, I don't think he lives in the Metallic Kingdom anymore. I just met your father. This, just not too long before I got here, actually. He's over in the Lava Kingdom, selling his wares in the market over there with your mother.
I mean, if you say so.
Well, he told me to keep an eye out for you.
There a specific reason I can very well take care of myself.
Oh, yes. He said you're very good at taking care of yourself. No, I've come into a strange predicament. I'm a paladin. Are you, by any chance, also a paladin?
Yes.
Did you ever happen to accidentally break an oath that you didn't mean to quite break, but then it did break, and then you were like, oh, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. That's no good. You ever do that?
Not exactly. I did break my oath, but I did it willingly. There was no accident about it.
Oh, well, you know, everyone's different.
You know, you're
Any
taking my words to pretty much at face value. You know we can't. You know you shouldn't trust an oath breaker, right?
Well, you know, not all oath breakers mean to break their oath. Sometimes accidents happen. You know, you're transported to a new plane and you're told you're never going to be back to your old plane again. And, well, you know, things happen.
Aye, things happen. That's right. So what is it exactly you want from me? You're trying to make a band of oath breakers?
Oh, that's right. I'm getting a band together and I was hoping you'd play the tambourine. No, you fat. Of course not. I was hoping, well, your dad told me that you might have a way to get back to the oath, to reclaim it, a new one.
He slowly puts a flute away. You, you okay, you were joking. Got it. I so you're trying to regain an oath.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you need to be very specific with what kind of oath you're trying to take,
Okay.
because it changes what you have to do.
Do you know what I have to do depending on the type of oath that I'm trying to take?
Ah, I have a general idea, yeah.
Well, could you just give me a list of all the things that I have to do and then I can pick my oath later? Because I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do, but I don't know how to articulate it.
Sure. Sure. But nothing in life is free. Wouldn't you agree?
With that, the first hand is dealt.
Oh, it's true that it's very rare to have someone do a good deed for no reason other than to help another person. So, what would you like for your good deed?
Something handmade. I don't require gold and it doesn't need to be expensive, but I like things that are handmade.
Hmm. I think I can come up with something for you.
Okay.
Now, how do we play this game?
Well, we'll take a look at our cards, see what they add up to, and the dealer's going to be showing one card, and you have to guess on whether or not that other, or kind of guess what the other card is going to be.
Okay.
Go into the little card stacks tab.
Okay. Gren. I see it.
Sorry, I totally just messed that up for you, probably.
Really taking some liberties on the values of these cards, huh?
Oh, I want you to do it too, there, Daddy.
Oh, I'm looking at mine.
Okay, fantastic.
And a 10 is definitely a 10, but a jack is also a 10, not an 11.
Yeah, I'm not doing your dice thing. This is just how they played it out. So,
Okay.
I mean, it should be that way, shouldn't it? You know what? Just roll 2d10. It's just easier that way.
Weird. Almost like I
Me or
simplified
just
it.
him?
Yeah, Grendwin and William roll 2d10. The dealer will also. I didn't mean to have him selected, but
It's alright.
rolled 1d10. Roll another one for me, because you guys would see both of your cards.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for another card.
So, what
So
I got?
dealer has 2 out on the board and a card face down. You guys are trying to get to 21. It's William's turn. We'll finish his first. He's got a 4 and a 5.
I've got a 3 and a 5. I don't know why you rolled for me.
Yeah, ignore that. That wasn't meant to be targeted on you.
Okay. I have 8. I'm showing 8.
Okay.
All right. That 5 you rolled is only 1d10.
Right, I asked for another card.
Okay.
So I rolled
I
a
see.
2d10, got a 3, and then I asked for another card, and I got a 5.
All right. Oh, I can get more cards. Okay, I'll get another card.
Aye.
What I roll. Oh, that's a lot.
This is getting out of control real
I should have only
real
done
quick.
one.
So,
Hang on.
yeah, you'll roll another d10.
Yeah, it automatically went to 2 because I changed it last time, and I didn't change it.
Gotcha.
I suppose I should roll for the dealer.
All right.
Well, we do our stuff, and then you will have to hit under 16.
All right, so Grandwin, you're at 9.
I want another card.
All
I'm
right.
trying to get to 21, right? That's the
Roll.
goal?
Yep. Roll the 10.
We'll both ask for a card.
Do Williams next.
I'm at 14.
All right. You want another one?
I want another one. Hit me.
All right.
I like this game. This is a lot of fun. I'm really getting my adrenaline up. William, you know how to party.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
20, I'll stay.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And I'm at 19, and I'll stay.
Alrighty. My turn.
All right, now we watch this. They've got to hit if it's 16 or under.
All right, start with a 4. Whoop. 14. Right? Yeah, 14.
Oh, that's under
15.
16.
Bust.
She busts, so Grandwin, you get an extra 5 gold. Just double your bet, right? You bet 5, you get 5.
I,
Oh, look at
so I
that.
get 5 back, and now I'm at 5 more than I was before. Very nice.
Aye.
I don't mind that game. I can play that one again. Oh, oi! If you guys want a good game, this is a nice fun one to play. I'm just throwing that out there to everyone.
No Ghost here's she's having fun and is going to go over there because he's bored of nothing happening with the car. We're not starting it.
I'm looking for Bellamy, but if I haven't found him quickly, I'll join too.
I mean, you're welcome to walk around. Like, while we're talking, you can explore. Like, you are fully active.
Well, I was hoping that the car would start up and then I would like jump on and go whee because I'm like poisoned, right? So I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And the car hasn't moved in like
I feel like Kalut would notice as he's tinkering at the freaking driver's wheel that there's like a hole in the dash that's not filled.
That's the phrasing we're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it potentially key-shaped?
Yes. I mean, I guess. It's like, it looks like a door, but not door.
This door is a weird door.
yeah. So I'm gonna try the next hand.
Yeah, I will too. I couldn't find Bellamy. I never find him.
And you can leave William out of the rolls itself. It doesn't really benefit him at all.
Yeah, I didn't actually mean to roll for him earlier. That's fine.
There's no place that really lines up there.
You gotta hold.
Oh, there we
shift.
go.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it one at a time, so it's easy to do the math. We'll start with Bernard. So go ahead and roll 2d10. Remember, you're trying to get to 21. So keep rolling 1d10 until you want to stop.
Doing good so far.
Oh, man, even better.
Come on.
Opposite end of the spectrum.
Daddy needs a new pair.
By the
of
way, how
shoes.
much is everybody betting?
Just 5 to start.
You're at 14, Bernard. How much are you betting? That's totally a fair question.
I bet.
Ooh, 21.
Okay, well, what was your bet?
Oh, I can't hear
You can't
Bernard.
change it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. You probably hear me through Chantel's. I was betting 20.
Gotcha.
Right. Well, you just added 20 gold because you hit 21.
Well, she could
All right.
she could push.
Booyah! I say in an
Hey.
exotic tongue.
They still win if they hit 21.
Well, no. If she pushes, he would just get his bet back.
Let's see if she wants to push.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what if she hits 21 too. I don't know what push is. That doesn't
Yeah.
sound right.
It's like a tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Can you tell who
best
the gambler
case,
in the group is?
or worst case. Whatever. Grandwin, please roll d10s until you're happy.
You'd be here a while. She loves rolling dice.
Yeah. 9.
9.
Change that to a 1.
Ooh, 18.
I'm gonna stay.
Good call.
Oh, 30% chance. You're fine. All right. No ghost. 2d10. All right. 16.
Bust.
Gonna stay.
Ah.
Oh wait, that's two. No, I thought for a second I was at 13. I'm like 20, sweet. But no, there's that extra 3 in there. Yeah.
How much did you bet on that no ghost?
5. So I'll take it from my inventory.
All right. I suppose it's my turn now. $21. Yay! I win.
All right. I bet 10, so now I'm down and I'm sad.
So Bernard lost nothing. Grundwin and No Ghost lost. Your bet.
This game's stupid.
I agree.
I'll bet 40.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, this game's. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm feeling compelled by the lack of clocks on the wall and no outdoor windows for me to see what time it is.
How
Does it
are
have
you?
to be
Do you want me to help clear your head?
Shut up, Grinwin. You always have the worst advice. Betting 40.
All right, stay poison, whatever.
1.
Keep going. It's 2d10 to start. You're at
Stu.
5. Are you guys also joining in on this round?
No.
Before I join, I wanna,
8.
does it have to be multiples of 5, or can I bet all of my remaining gold?
16.
It's up to
5 to 50. Anywhere in that.
Okay. Yeah, 14. Let's go big or go home.
All right,
Yep.
let's go. I'm laying 16. So on a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, I'm okay. That is rough.
50-50 chance.
Let me make sure my math is right. Sitting 16. All right, I'm gonna hit. All right, I'm gonna take that as a sign that I'll stop.
All right, so you're at 17.
And
Brendan,
next
are you
is
joining?
No, I'm sitting out this one. I'm just a gape at him.
Let's go, dealer. This is a double or nothing round.
All right,
No.
ghosts.
No ghosts
9
next.
gold.
No, I got 4. Or yeah, 9. I got 9. So that's 7.
7.
Ooh,
15.
15.
I mean, you got a 60% chance.
Yeah. I look over at Bernard. I'm like, should I go?
Do it!
Okay. Oh. Yeah, 16.
Would you like another?
I can't endorse any more rolls after the first do it.
Are the other two people? Are they
No,
playing?
they're just kind of watching.
Okay.
I mean, the one's the dealer, obviously, but
Yeah. Is Granduin still sitting with us?
Of course, yeah, I'm watching.
So I'm like, should I go one more?
Do you feel 50% lucky?
I don't know.
I mean,
that's why
I
I'm
wouldn't
asking
do
you.
it.
I lean over and whisper loudly, remember, take the opposite of her advice all the time.
I wouldn't do it, and I'm very cautious, so you know what?
Opposite? Okay, let's do it.
Go for it, and don't fuck it up.
You should have listened to Grenwyn, man.
Oh, fuck.
She's
Grenwyn,
the wisest
you
one
lied.
here. Why aren't you listening to Grenwyn? She knows what she's talking about, man.
Don't know why you're talking to him. He's right out poisoned.
They're both
and
poisoned.
she busts.
Yay!
Oh, she escaped. I angrily look over at Grenduin as I push my 9 gold away.
Why are you mad at me? You're the one who listened to his advice, not mine.
While you guys are
Oh,
playing,
what
I got told to take the opposite of what you said. You said not to, therefore I must.
That is not my fault. I said what I said. You made a dumb choice.
God, it's so spicy.
Wow. And then I leave. Go look at the car and more.
I'm surprised he didn't like throw in your face the fact that he carried you for like 2 days while you were on concert.
I told him to stay. I can only do what I can do.
Grenwyn, give me a perception check.
Sorry about the cards. I thought I had them figured out, but evidently not.
Way to suck.
11.
You see
I'm a
William.
pass of 12.
You see William walk behind Nisra and place his hand on her shoulder, and then just walk off or walk back around.
I lean over to Bernard. Hey, I think that guy might be trying to make a move on the woman you've been hanging out with all night. Is that cool with you?
Why would I have any say on who she hangs out with? She's an independent, strong woman. I don't have any say in what she does.
Oh, I just didn't know if like you guys were like together for the night or something.
No, she's an employee, Grinwyn. What are you talking about? We have a professional relationship. Professional.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to give him 5 points of healing from my lay on hands.
I don't need your witch magic. I've got 80-something gold in my pocket.
And that'll cure him of poisoning.
Thanks, witch.
With that 5, you will be healed of your poison status.
Oh, nice.
Your
I'll
head
be a little nicer to her, I guess.
Guess I'll...
You're a pretty witch.
You're a pretty good witch.
Your fur is lovely in the moonlight.
My blue's still better than your blue, but you are fuzzy, you little fuzzy monster, you.
I'm very fuzzy. That's absolutely right. You're very smooth. You know that. I don't see a hair on your body anywhere.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of hearing from you. I'm betting 82. Let's go! And I roll a dice.
Fuck, we're doing that.
She would stop you and be like, 50. 50 is the max bet.
Alright, so she pushes the 32 back. I'm gonna sit at 17.
17, great. Fantastic.
I'm going to bet 10 this round.
Oh, okay, we'll carry on.
I'm getting
much
back
See
in.
her first cards faced up as she waits for
Wait,
your
how much
draw.
you betting? She gotta say how much she's betting first.
She said
I'm
10.
betting 10.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
All right. Oh, that was 2. No, that was 1. Okay. No, that was 2.
You rolled.
So you're at 19, I think?
Okay. 18.
No, 18, sorry.
No, I rolled twice. It was an accident.
So 17 and 18.
Oh, I'll stay.
With an 11 showing.
11 showing, 21.
Oh. I gotta stop
God.
doing this. It takes my
I
money.
love
every-
this game.
Give me my 82 gold back. You cheated.
I apologize, sir. That's just the rules of the game.
Alright, fine. You want to give me 32 back instead of all 82? Alright, I'll take the 32. We'll call it even, but you're lucky. I'll walk away with 32 gold. I just couldn't bet because it was over the max.
I've had enough of that game as well. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Who's
I'll
Yeah,
be
me
here
too.
all night.
All right.
You'll be here for eternity. I know how this place works.
So I'm
All right,
back
at some
over the
point,
car.
At some point later tonight, I'm just
Nope.
gonna hang out with William and try to get some info from him, but we don't have to focus on that now.
Sure. Is anything happening up in the library?
I assume Cola is here to bring me to the car. If not, and he's here to ask me for more of my appendages, I will continue to refuse it.
Colette has nothing to do with the appendage asking. That's Cliff. But Colette is going to go to the librarian and say, Pater's notes. I'm sure you collected them and kept them here. I need to see his notes.
You wouldn't have any idea what he's talking about, Bellamy.
No, I'm talking to the librarian, not Bellamy.
The librarian?
Yeah, I don't know Bellamy from Adam.
Oh. I'm sorry, Pater didn't leave any notes here.
All right, I need whatever you've got in here on mechanisms or I don't know, tinkering, building things.
I mean,
I don't know. You should probably watch that guy over there, though.
About the alchemist fire?
What's that?
Did Tim tell us about the alchemist fire that he smelled?
I don't know. I don't think he directly told you, but he definitely mentioned it to Colette, and he wasn't being quiet because he asked, "Oh, is this thing meant to be a bomb?"
I'll tell you
Right,
what.
yeah.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, and we'll just set the DC at a 13 to see if you even would recognize it.
Who? Me?
No goes.
Okay.
Just because you're.
What was that?
You're still drunk, so give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception.
Because you're being quite loud yourself, games. Man, you were so into that damn game that the whole world just bled away from you. Yeah. So you didn't catch anything about alchemist fire or anything.
Okay.
I guess when Colette calls me out, what do you mean? Why? He doesn't have to watch me. I am an upstanding individual. I am Tim the Enchanter. Nice to meet you. I see. Do you run this library?
Today.
He's obsessed with cups, just so you know. He's got a weird
Obsessed with-
fetish for 'em.
For what?
For cups.
Oh, what? I mean, obviously, only the one true cup. This one is a false idol, it appears. The
I'm not
cup.
sure what idol you think it represents. That's the sanguine goblet.
Oh, see, it's a goblet, Colette. It's not even a chalice.
Or sanguine chalice. Whatever. I don't know. Shut up. You're stupid.
DM got schooled.
I agree. He's stupid.
But if you're the individual in charge, I assume you're familiar with what is within this library. Could I question you about some information?
I have a general understanding of this library. We switch out daily.
Oh, well, I hope you're not useless. I'm looking for material that would give more information on when the portals first appeared in Oob, or if they've always been here, as well as any accounts of the size increasing, or the speed at which individuals were coming through.
If you're looking for a size increase, I believe there's a book on little blue pills over in the corner here.
I have a spell for that, but more for portals.
Oh, of course. You're just looking for what the portals. I don't know if there's anything that old here.
Has there been any accounts of people attempting to increase the effectiveness instead of trying to return home?
You mean to increase more people coming to this planet?
Yes.
Not that I know of. As far as I know, the portals just appear, and then for
Do they
one
vanish?
reason or another, I know of one story of the Vidalkins. They're blue people. Uh,
Oh,
they they were brought here due to a giant cataclysm in the city. They had a main city where wizards and other individuals of high status would basically reign supreme. Now, nobody has told me the reason why there was a cataclysm, but from my understanding, an energy wave was noted by many people, and that's what brought them here.
Interesting. So,
Though it seems to be at different times. Please don't ask me to explain, it's well beyond my understanding. But some got here 10 years ago, some got here yesterday.
but they seem to be consistent throughout all of Oob's history, these portals.
Yes, though different races came at different times.
Sequenced. And then I was curious about two more bits of information. One would be, when did the Chromatics start stealing the Metallic's eggs? And how?
Oh, as far as those kind of politics, I am not aware of that. As you imagine, I stay in here for the most part. So I only hear rumors, and that doesn't seem like something an individual might share with me. In fact, the dragons are stealing eggs?
Oh, yes. Lots, apparently. That's what I've been told.
Stand by one. Thanks for the follow, X-Winnie.
Thank you. And then I do have one last inquiry, if I may. I guess it's probably useless to phrase it in the dragon's context, but are you familiar with any transfiguration or transformation rituals for for maybe children or eggs in particular?
I'm sorry. What are you asking?
I'm looking for information on a ritual regarding the change of species when young.
I know there are some species. I'm not aware of them all. Perhaps I believe you might be in the wrong place. This place has good general knowledge, but I'm afraid that is well out of my wheelhouse, as it were.
This place does not have everything I wanted.
Well, we have a lot of things here to keep most people occupied. If you were an archaeologist, we wouldn't have anything for you either.
But why wouldn't you?
Because we have no places to dig or discover.
Can you not leave this building ever?
Yes, I may leave whenever I wish.
Oh, so you could venture out and get them, or buy them, or trade for them. You could get artifacts, other books from ancient times.
We limit our time outside of this inn. It's safer for us here.
That's one way to look at it, and very limiting. How did you come across this goblet, did you say?
Well, it was on the first layer of Avernus. Think of it as a keepsake that we took with us when we left.
Took or procured?
Very much took.
Okay. Good to know. And I guess Tim not getting what he wants because he's pretty single-minded. He'll instead start to study this chalice, note its size, its dimensions, runes, materials, ways of possibly replicating with his to hopefully utilize with his innate school of magic.
Yeah. What exactly are you looking for?
How this might have been crafted and made, if it's possible to even recreate.
What? The chalice itself.
Yep.
That might be. It's definitely a magical artifact. You can. You're welcome to give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Is before I do that, I would ask, is the goblet available for more of a close-up study?
You're asking if he'll open up the thing, the display.
The display?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can watch the entire time. I just prefer to get a closer look when I'm studying materials.
Sure, but please don't spill.
Oh, I wouldn't imagine. I don't know if you could see it anyway. Blood is very hard to get out.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
And I will use my Tinker's tools to investigate it and do that Arcana check if I could for my feature of Artisan's Intuition, which lets me add a D4 when I'm using Arcana, as long as I use tools.
Sure. Yeah. Do that thing that you do.
Yeah.
With the stuff. Okay, all the things. Yeah, with a 21.
Did it trigger the D4 twice? It did. I don't know why.
That's okay. Your first one was a 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
And it could be the automation that got you.
Okay, it did automate. Okay, I didn't realize.
That automation is money. So we will say it is a 20. 20 is plenty to figure out what this thing is all about. It doesn't seem... It does seem like something you could possibly replicate, given enough times, the right recipe. But just looking at it, you can tell it is a very low-tier magic item. If we were putting a strength to it, it would be like a common magic item. All it seems to be doing is producing blood. But with the right recipe, you might be able to make it.
Kalat, would you also like to take a closer look at this goblet? I personally would love to recreate this.
No. Why would I give a shit about a cup?
Well, the cup is stupid. I know. It's not even, again, a chalice, but the blood it produces is valuable. I can use blood innately as a resource.
What on earth would you use, or what in the hells would you use blood for?
Well, spell components. The blood is linked deeply to magic. The cost that it tolls.
I'm really sure that's something I'm terribly interested in. Sorry to not care about what you care about, I suppose.
I'll let you test 3 potions on me if you help.
All right. What do you want?
Just your eye, your artisan eye, and what you can delve information, materials it's made from. I'm shooting in the dark more or less here, starting from scratch.
So you want to like use some of my smith's tools to see if I can figure out the material, or you want to see
Sure,
what kind
the base components would be valuable to know.
Sure. Can I use my smith's tools to try to figure out the makeup of the cup?
Sure.
Chalice. Smith's tools check?
Yeah.
Been rolling hot tonight, so that's not terrible.
I mean, it seems that it's made out of silver. Nothing overtly special about it. No special materials, nothing like adamantine or anything like that. But it's probably weighs a pound, and you assume half of that is the liquid, and half of that is probably the chalice itself.
Seems to be made out of copper.
Really? That's such a unique color for copper.
See, you're not a dwarf. You don't. I've encountered this plenty of times. There is a very silvery looking copper that comes out of the mountains we used to mine back home.
I love this shit.
I'm more of an expert in digging around in dirt, so I should probably trust you.
Yeah. Speaking of trusting me, I think I figured something out about the automa cart. I remember seeing a hole up on the top. Might be a good place for me to use some tinkerer's tool or some thieves' tools, which I can make once we get back over there. If you're done here, of course.
I believe I am done. They don't have information here. It's very disappointing.
All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pause the game. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. See you guys at 10 after. And then we will go back to Grendwin. And Miku will need CPR.
I can't hear you, Bernard.
Sorry, she had to take an emergency family call. She'll be back soon.
That's fine. After the break, we'll probably open on her if she's ready.
Cool.
Quit looking at me. Your name's not even Nelar anymore. Fix it.
Stop staring at me. We actually had some people in chat. We were up to 6 viewers.
Was it on Twitch? I went on Twitch. I didn't see nothing. I mean, I saw the viewers, but not chat stuff.
I can only see the viewers. The chat was through Twitch.
No, it says, "Good day to you, ambush my bush, 1, 2, 3."
Hey.
Do you get it?
I will take it. The bush.
Yeah.
The bird in the bush.
Tim Cleese.
Tim Cleese? Who is that guy?
Tim Cheese, but with an L.
I think it's Cleese. But maybe it's Cleese.
What do you own dragons?
Soon.
In Ireland.
Hey there, love.
Hello.
Look at that beautiful leather chair over there.
I need to get a nicer chair. I have one of those crummy mesh chairs that get crumbs in them because I'm a slob and I eat at my desk.
Nothing wrong with that. I eat tacos like and that's not a euphemism, but I eat tacos like a psychopath because they're delicious.
Then I think you're eating them correctly, not like a sociopath, because they are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I miss.
That's fair. Sorry, thinking aloud.
No, you're. I miss not having a kitchen at the moment. I love making tacos.
Dude, tacos are good, but like, so I'm in Arkansas, and surprisingly has better Mexican food than when I was in Texas. It was the oddest thing.
Do they just like fully Americanize it? I'm guessing.
No, it's because we have 30 food trucks here, and they're all Mexican trucks.
True
so I think they
statement.
just build off each other.
And
it's not even tacos anymore.
I got some good tacos today, street tacos, and I asked them for their hottest salsa or sauce or whatever they got. And the lady looked at me like I was crazy and even threw in some of the little green jalapeno style salsas. I'm like, that, whatever. But she gave me some habanero salsa, and that shit was delicious.
Habanero's so good.
Most food trucks are Mexican because the food truck industry is built off the back of basic white girls.
Am I a basic white girl?
Essentially,
you already
yes.
made daddy.
By affiliation, you are. Yes.
Do you have a food truck?
No, DG used to have a food truck.
Yeah, I had a food truck for a little bit. It was more of a front than anything else, but you know.
It was for selling marijuana. No, it wasn't.
I used to do cash jobs for this guy who had a barbecue food truck. Fuck, dude, he made the best brisket ever. Oh god, it was so good.
Was it actually though? Because I feel like everybody says they make the brisket ever.
The breast?
No, this dude owned his own restaurant for like 16 years, but like closed it down and did the food truck thing. Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
I can speak to it. I lived in Texas most of my life, especially around Lockhart, Texas, which is the heart of brisket, which is like 150-year-old stoves that have been smoking it the whole time. And that shit is good all over the country, but like Jewish brisket in New York is completely fake, and no one should call it brisket.
No.
Thank you for your input, disembodied voice.
Yes.
Oh,
You can't see me.
You don't want to see what I'm doing.
John Cena.
You can't cancel me if I'm a ghost.
Master chef. And he wants to open a mac and cheese truck when he retires from the military.
I'd like to do a food truck or something, or a pizza shop. I got a culinary degree myself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Chantel and I have a retirement dream of doing stuffed sopapillas, which is like a fried tortilla that she makes fresh, and then you open it up into a pocket and stuff with Mexican goodies with red chilies and green chilies and stuff, like a hand pocket pita. Ooh. But stuffed sopapillas, they have them in New Mexico, and they're amazing.
It's like a gyro, but spicy.
Yeah, kind of, but spicy. That or just ceviche down on a beach in Costa Rica. You know, Buy fish from the fish market, add some lime and chili, sell Coronas. There's almost no overhead, make tons of money.
Oh, yeah. If you've ever been out to see Springs, or you watched, what was it? Austin Powers?
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, they're like throwing shoes and the whole milk scene thing. Okay. I worked at that hotel. It was called the Broadmoor.
Nice.
I was a chef at a place called Charles Court. So 4-star, 4 diamond, but I'd go up to the Penrose room, which was 5-star, 5 diamond. Mm-hmm. So they had a cigar lounge, they had a live band, a suit and tie kind of thing, like very, very ritzy.
What's your favorite kind of stuff to make? Like sauces, desserts, you know, like where you at?
So my favorite thing to make is soup, stocks, and sauces. Yeah, but what I'm really good at making is seafood, which is hilarious because I hate seafood.
I love it.
But I'm really good at making it.
Yeah, sauces are fun because you get to mess around with them as you're doing them. Almost everything else is like, who fucking knows until it's done. But I love being able to change sauces. Barbecue sauces, like with coffee and chocolate, or like mole sauces with 11 different chilies and a bunch of different weird nuts in them.
Oh yeah, all the emulsions and
yeah,
so good.
Does anyone else picture Grenduin's character walking around with like a notepad and like a pencil back? So tell me about this.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I've been taking notes on everybody around here.
Jot that down.
Jotting it down.
By the way, Grenduin, William is actually almost as high or almost as tall as you are. Like, not even noticeably shorter than you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he is a little bit, but, like, you might
Now
not
tell
even
me
notice.
about his fur level. What are we talking?
How
Covered?
furry is this man?
Covered in furs? I like furs.
He's actually, as far as the amount of body hair, he's probably on par with Bernard.
Raccoon.
Too smooth.
But he does have wings.
Are they furry wings?
No, they're very much
Smooth.
bat-like,
Yes, again, smooth.
just like his
Tail,
mother's.
tail.
He does have a tail, too.
Is it how's the consistency on that tail?
Is it
Sticky.
hairy?
Oh, yeah.
Sticky. Yes. It's not smooth, it's sticky. And it's not prickly.
I got a thing for sticky tails. God.
Sticky
Nico,
tail.
you look so bored right now.
She's just thinking about how the sticky tail is dragging in the dirt and it just gets coated and stuff.
Don't worry. His tail never drags in the dirt. You never let your dangle in the dirt.
Not if you can help it.
No.
D's.
D's?
I do want to go over the sticky tail.
Oh yeah, please, DG, enlighten her on what your sticky tail is.
Well, I had a campaign one time in campaign camp.
Was there a flute involved?
There was some
There was a tail.
adult activities happening in a bedroom with a tailed individual, and I described it as afterwards them having a very sticky tail.
Is it a dog?
It's an innuendo.
A tiefling, or one of the more conventional furry races.
It was a tiefling.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't remember. It was so long ago now.
Let's be honest. It was actually Seisha.
Oh, it was his mother. She was getting down.
Oh yeah.
She's
got
the
the sticky
sticky
tail.
queen.
Oh yes.
Her tail secretes stickiness.
Nope.
Oh no.
No. You're going a very innocent
having
route
relations.
with this.
That's right. She has a secreting tail.
Oh no, Grenwyn is
Actually
so
roll it
innocent.
off.
With her notepad out, like, tell me more.
Tell me about the sticky tail. I've got lots of stuff to write about.
Is it beneficial to combat?
Yes.
Oh god.
How much dirt do you get on it? Can you eat the stickiness?
Technically, yes.
It's flavor.
Flavor saver.
Hello.
All right. Are we back? Do we have Bernard? Bernard, do you exist? I only see
Yes, Bernard
darkness.
exists. Bernard's
Just
coming
naughty
back
boys.
right now.
He'll get there.
All right.
It's alright, we're actually going to open on Grendwin anyway, so.
Yeah. It's a
Ooh,
perfect
it's
time.
me turn. Oh, coming right back at me.
Hey, that's right.
All right.
All right. Bernard's back. I think we're waiting on No-Ghost to pop back in. Maybe. Yeah. It's been a little weird tonight with people popping in and out for whatever reason. All right. Well, so exactly what are you trying to learn about? Because there's one thing that's consistent between all of them.
What's that?
Pain.
All right. Well, I am not unfamiliar with pain. That is something that I've lived with most of, in existence, most of us do.
Well, if the rumors are true, the pain is unimaginable.
Okay, that is not just a little daunting, but that is fine. I'm sure that I will be able to handle it when it comes to that. What else?
So the pain itself comes from... Now keep in mind, this is all a rumor, but it... Have you ever heard of the Sword of Thorns?
Have I? I don't know. Have I? Would I have ever heard of the Sword of Thorns?
No.
No. Oh no, that doesn't sound familiar.
This sword is rumored to be a catalyst for someone who has broken their oath. Your word is considered to be one of the strongest tools you have in this world. So,
And this is the Sword of Thorns.
Aye. And Jared, I forget where you wanted this
It's
thing.
the forest island. Go nuts.
So down in the Chromatic Kingdom, in the forest island, I don't really get over there often, so correct me if I'm wrong. But the forest island, it's rumored to be hidden there in the woods. And only somebody with a strong constitution would be able to draw the sword. If you lack the willpower, it will bite you. I don't think literally. But, from my understanding, if you don't have the willpower, it could possibly kill you.
Oh. Well, then I'll have to make sure that I am filled with grit when I'm ready to go retrieve this sword. Because I will regain an oath. I am not a paladin of nothing. I am a paladin of Sylvanas, and the world shall know me as such no matter where I end up, whether it be on my world or if I am stuck in Oob forever, which it seems as though that is the case.
Why do you believe an Oathbreaker to be somebody who is nothing? I believe that an Oathbreaker is an oath of everything. That's why I broke my oath in the first place.
But I don't get. So you broke your oath on purpose. See, that is what confuses me. I broke my oath because I was in a new place and I felt like I had to, swear fealty to the dragon Naltharian because he was offering us knighthoods, and it didn't. I did not feel like I was breaking my oath, but oaths are apparently much more tricky than one might assume.
Oaths are easy to break. Surprisingly easy to break. And that's why it's one of the reasons why I chose to be an Oathbreaker. I was an Oath of Devotion. But I realized I didn't need to be an Oath of Devotion, and it behooved me to go the way of the Oathbreaker, to better fulfill my oath.
How does it help you fulfill your oath, though, of devotion?
So much like my father, I took an Oath of Devotion to protect somebody. My Oath of Devotion was actually to my twin sister, Chiana. And I was always told to take care of her, to protect her. But I realized she could also protect herself, and I did not need to be around her 24/7. So, to avoid anything, weird, and to give her space, I broke my oath. And now I can protect her better as an Oathbreaker, and I can also give her space.
Now, what if she dies when you're way over here? Like, do you know where she is right now?
From my understanding, she was investigating something down in the metallic area. She said a disturbance. I don't.
Oh.
As far as what she's doing, we meet up regularly. It's been probably 4 days since I last saw her.
So you saw her 4 days ago in the Metallic Kingdom?
Aye. Right on the coast there. That's where we split ways.
Okay, I've got a question for you, though, about the Metallic Kingdom now. I'm very interested in a certain family that might be in the Metallic Kingdom. What is the name of the little girl's family?
Fullis?
Phyllis.
Bernadette Fullis?
Bernadette, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Bernadette. Do you know the last name Phyllis? Do you have any? Do you know the family?
Aye. I
Do
mean,
you
I don't
know
know
that-
them personally, but I mean, they're kind of famous there.
Well, has there been anything strange going on
No,
with the family?
there was a big parade with Bernadette leaving town. She was going on I think it was a pilgrimage.
They knew she was leaving.
Aye. So a lot of healers will go out and to help embrace their word to their god, or her mother is Annabelle. I think she's a paladin as well. Or take an oath to strengthen that bond. They will take a they will go on a pilgrimage.
And how long would she? How long do you think she would be gone? Would she be back anytime soon?
Well, it's different for everybody. I mean, I can't imagine everybody's quest to find a god or an oath would be the same, but probably a few months, maybe. I mean,
Well,
she
now,
went
what
out.
if she was
She went
by
out with a
slavers?
guard. I'm sorry.
What if she was kidnapped by slavers?
Then the holy wrath of hell will fall upon them by their parents. They're the Templar Knights of the Metallic Kingdom. They report directly to the council. And while Annabelle herself she's a little bit more soft-spoken, at least when she spoke in public, but Native, her father, would turn the land to ash. There's not... If she got caught up by slavers, them, their families, friends, somebody they spoke to once are probably dead. Or would be dead.
Would be, yeah. I did not I didn't realize they had so much power. I thought that, non-dragons weren't very important in the Metallic Kingdom. Sort of slaves. Or not, well, not slaves, but,
They don't believe in slavery in the Metallic Kingdom.
Devoted, like they have to be devoted.
No, those who help the community get help themselves. That's the idea in the Metallic Kingdom. All hands in one pot, kind of. If you don't want to add to the pot, you don't get to draw from the pot.
Interesting. That doesn't sound as bad as I feel like it was advertised.
Where did you hear whatever you heard?
Oh, just, here and there.
Well, I mean, you can't believe all of what you see and half of what you hear, right?
Oh, no, that is a good saying. I'll have to stick that one in my pocket.
Yeah, thank my father for that one. He spent far too much time dealing with fey people.
I've any more very specific things that you need to tell me about how to get an oath back?
Oh, you're gonna, depending on what you want to take an oath in. I don't like to look at it in terms of good or evil, but more of light and dark. Because you can do anything you want with an oath. Really. There's nothing that's inherently evil about any oath. Or good. But more the lanes you walk to achieve that goal. So, if you want to learn a good oath, or a light oath, as it were, you're going to need to find 3 celestial artifacts. And there will be a ritual that you need to do with the Sword of Thorns. And that will allow you to take a light oath. If you want to do a dark oath, you would need to find 3 fiendish artifacts. In fact, I think I may have found one. And
What do you think you found?
they mentioned something about a chalice here.
Oh, I heard somebody was looking for a cup somewhere.
I've come across it. I used a divine sense, as I'm sure you're aware. You probably have it yourself. But it...
Been using it all night.
Aye? Hey, you're gonna get all up fiends here.
It's true, just all lit up all over the place. I can't, like, it glows really bright for a minute.
Yeah, you gotta shield your eyes. I may have dark vision, but I don't have bright vision. And then there's also the grey os. Nothing that's inherently light or dark. And those are... You would need any combination of a celestial artifact, of 3 celestial artifacts or 3 fiendish artifacts. So you would need at least 1 celestial or 1 fiendish, and the rest are the opposite.
Alright. And that's it. So I need a sword that I have to go fight a bunch of dragons for, and then I have to find a bunch of very important, very old items, and then I have to do a ritual.
Aye.
Alright.
You have to sacrifice those artifacts to the sword.
Sacrifice the artifacts to the sword. Alright, I can do that.
But I warn you.
Yeah?
There will be pain. If you interrupt the ritual, either ritual, you will not gain an oath.
Oh. Alright. I think I can have that covered. I'm sure that Bernard and Nogos and Bellamy can help me out with that part of it. You've been very helpful, William. I really appreciate all that you've been able to tell me tonight.
Remember, you owe me something handmade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'll think about that and get it to you.
How you do that?
Alright, I'm gonna head out and go find anybody I know.
Alright.
I'll bump into you if I can.
Miku is still trying to figure out where to get a fresh cow.
A fresh cow? Oh god, I totally forgot. Sorry, Miku. I didn't see you there. But, real quick. William will look to Gren. Take care, love. Good luck
too,
on you.
And I really appreciate it.
Aye?
And I'll make you something extra special, I promise.
Well, I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll go down to Miku real quick. I'm sorry, Miku.
So, where do you get your meat, sir?
From animals, usually.
And where are these animals?
Sorry, wrong accent. What do you mean? Where do I find the animals? We go out and we get them.
Like, you just wander around the woods until you find a cow? Is that what you're doing?
We are in a city, ma'am. We are not
barbarians.
I'm
sorry. This ruffles her feathers, but honestly, I'm wondering if in-universe Miku would count herself as a barbarian, given she does not fit almost any literal definition of the term.
Her jimmies are rustled.
But okay, so could you give me directions to the slaughterhouse? Maybe I could. A friend of mine needs very fresh meat.
Any meat, as long as it's fresh.
Not sapient meat, no.
But I'm not sure why that would be the first thing that you would think I'd grab. I serve prime rib. I serve prime rib. I serve duck and goose and all sorts of things. I'm not sure why you would think I would serve what, Vidalkin? Elf?
I'm sorry. I'm talking with Eddie too much. This is what it's for the mimic.
Yes, Eddie. Okay, well, what do you need?
Is Eddie in the room with us right now?
Just give me your freshest cut, like of whatever.
I believe we have some live lobsters. Will that work?
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, give me those lobsters.
Okay, and he'll go to the under the stairs, I assume, and grab you a fresh lobster. Um, you're not gonna eat this raw, are you?
I'm not.
Don't get sick.
I have no intention of. If I wanted lobster, I would boil it first, but I am not the one who wants the lobster.
Oh, Aarakocra eat lobster. Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, Miku is a pigeon. Pigeons eat literally anything.
Oh yeah, they're flying rats.
So she's got the live lobster, so she's gonna see it. She's gonna take it to Eddie and Cliff. Where are those two?
I don't know. Where are they?
Where is Cliff? Cliff, where are you?
Cliff is constantly moving around.
He's in the pool. I see him. I
Oh
found him.
my god, a muddy pool.
So is that's the room to the left?
Yes.
Cliff, Eddie, we got something for you.
What'd you get?
Live lobsters.
Just release
I
him
sent
into the
you.
pool.
I sent you to get a calf's hoof, and you brought me a
point
lobster.
point was that it was fresh, wasn't it?
I don't know, Eddie. Do you want to eat that?
It'll wriggle. I will eat.
Go ahead, and give it to him.
Okay, she gives Eddie one of the lobster.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh no.
So as you hand Eddie this lobster, you see him go to crunch down on it right where your hand would be, and you let go of it just in time to pull your hand back. Oh, nom 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 nom. This is great. Do you have more?
You could go back. You could go to Voren yourself and get more lobster if you want. I am not a waitress.
You are not a waitress. What is a waitress?
They're people who receive orders for food and give it to the customers, and they get paid to do that. If you're willing to give me some gold, I will be your waitress. But otherwise, go talk to Lauren yourself and get more lobsters.
I do not have this gold. I do not have pockets.
Okay, so
I will eat you.
No, Eddie.
talk about gratitude, you little bastard.
Well, that's a little far. I don't think we need to use that kind of language towards Eddie.
Sorry.
He's a vital part of our group.
Yes, Eddie is valuable. So yeah.
You are not a nice person, bird girl. And he walks away.
You're the one who tried to bite off my hand.
I would have gave it back, maybe.
Miku, you're always asking, or sometimes you ask about what I do and who I talk to, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to see something in action?
Sure.
I'm going to I don't like this place. So Cliff is going to try and talk to the beautiful Sune.
Okay.
That's
How do-
augury, and I'm gonna ask, should is this a good place to stay?
Is that how you word it?
Should I stay here? So wondering if I still, with this spell, if I still feel a connection to her.
Well, this is based off of an action you plan on doing in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
What is your action that you were planning to do?
I'll say leave.
So, is it a good idea for you to
Leave in the next 30 minutes. Yeah.
I hate this spell. Wheel? I have no idea how to roleplay out wheel. A light bulb lights off in your ass. Wheel.
For future sense, we can say that
He's got
the bones light up green.
Okay.
Green for wheel, red for woe. So you
Yeah.
said wheel?
Yeah, green.
All right, I felt that connection to her still.
No, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we need to fucking leave.
Sune told you that?
Yes.
Give me
Guys
a
know
perception
what
check.
they're talking about.
The two of you. Because you guys can hear some music coming from inside. Okay, well, Miku, you don't hear... You can hear somebody singing, but Cliff can make out the words. And you'll have to forgive me. And... So, as you're sitting there, you hear Isolde singing. Oh, hoist the sails, ye weary souls, beneath the dragon's gaze. In a world where fire lords rule, we live in smoke and haze. They sit atop their gilded thrones, their eyes a fearsome blaze. With iron claws and ancient laws, they set the world ablaze. Oh, rule, rule the dragons in the sky, with chains they bind, and we find our freedom's just a lie. Oh, freedom's just a lie. They keep us bound in servitude with fire and with fear. Their shadows cast on fields and towns as we toll near. But listen close to whispered hopes, our rebellion may be near. To break the chains and from the reins we'll fight what we hold dear. Oh, rule, rules the dragons in the sky, with chains they bind and we find. Our freedom's just a lie, oh, freedom's just a lie. In the dragon's flight there's no respite. They watch us day and night. But hearts that yearn, they slowly learn the strength to stand and fight. So drink with me to dreams of free from dragon's cruel reign. One day we'll rise beneath the skies and break the dragon's chain. Until the day we'll find our way through pain and sorrow's rain. In dragon's world our fates unfurled, our spirits not yet slain. Oh, rule, rule the dragon in the sky, with chains they bind and we find. Oh, freedom's just a lie. Oh, freedom's just a lie.
Did you guys get all that? Wrote it down?
Yeah. Grenwyn, I know you take notes.
Yeah, it's written in the back of my eyelids.
Good.
I get the gist of it.
Word for word.
Good.
He overhears a song of rebellion against the dragons.
All right, Miku, we need to find Koya and Bill. Yeah, Bill.
Tim. His name is Tim.
Oh, Tim. Yeah, we need to find them and leave.
We should get the others too. Gran and her group. How about you go find Tim and Colette, and I'll try to warn the other group. Is that a solid plan?
If you would like to waste time, yes.
I'm faster than you, Cliff. Don't worry about me.
Flies into the door.
Wham!
She already left a skid mark on the floor.
Does actually is her movement speed increased, but her flight speed also increased by 10 feet as a part of her extra movement feature for a barbarian?
All your movements increased by everything. If it just says movement speed, it's all your movement speed.
So, Grin, this whole place is sus. You guys got to get out of here. Grin?
What's wrong with it?
We don't know the specifics. There's something about, uh, but Cliff asked his god if it would be wise to leave, and we got a definite yes.
Oh, well, this place is overrun with a lot of fiends, so that's probably a good idea. I don't know a lot about it. Have you found out any specifics about the place or anything weird going on?
Uh, since Miko did not hear the lyrics of the song, I don't know if that counts.
Grendwin is right next to Isold. She would have heard that clear as a bell. In fact, I'd say everybody in this room, with the exception of Miku, would have heard that song.
Oh, so we all just heard the song about rebellion against the dragons.
Who sang that song?
Isold. Right
Oh,
there.
the person at the bar here.
The
Oh,
lovely
lady.
elven
The
bardish-looking lady with purple eyes.
All right. Well, do you think they're planning like a coup right now?
A coup? What?
Not like a, but like a, where they.
I know what a coup is. Just because I'm a
Whoa.
pigeon doesn't mean
was
I
crazy.
don't know what words mean.
That was so good.
I mean, like when they overthrow the dragon government.
That was so unexpected.
I didn't catch that, but yeah, that sounds like something I don't want to get mixed up in.
That's probably smart. Okay, you know what? I'll find my friends and we'll come up with a plan. Thanks for the heads up.
At this moment, can
Boy-
I be trying to thieves tool my way into the ignition?
Yeah, I'd be helping him.
Sure. Advantage.
When everybody was leaving, would I be able to just like follow them?
Sure, you're able to move whenever you want.
All right. I think I would take over the thieves to a check then.
Like,
All right.
against the artificer? Fucking send it.
Yeah.
I mean, up to you.
I don't care one way or the other.
I mean,
I just need to know who's doing the thieves tools check.
but I don't know that about Bellamy. How would I?
Well, Bernard went to all the trouble to get him from the library, you know.
I never found him.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bernard
never
can't-
mind that.
Bernard never made it to the library. I have no problem with I fail,
All right.
but Tim
I
did
would
say it
look
was
on-
help. So do I?
I'll look
get-
on curiously. Then.
Okay. If you guys, whoever's doing the roll, roll at advantage.
Okay.
A 17. What exactly are you trying to do? You trying to start this
Trying to start it.
motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go to start it, it does spring to life. For but a moment, because you guys don't know enough to give it gas. But you hear the loud vroom, putt, 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 and then it dies.
Oh, I thought it had some in there. Damn.
I thought it
Oh,
did
yeah.
too. But
Quiet.
No, I mean, you guys didn't press the gas pedal or anything. You don't know to press the gas pedal, brake,
Oh,
or put it
Gas
in
pedal
gear.
exists.
I know about the brake. I'd point that out.
I know about the steering.
How much-
either of those things will keep it running, which is what we're trying to solve now.
Let's push all the pedals at the same time.
I have no better ideas.
And you take a screenshot.
That's how you drive a manual. You push all the pedals at the same time.
We enter.
I go.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, he's looking at the fuel line. I'll continually steer the vehicle.
Oh, are we driving this thing now?
No, it's not starting.
Mother of God.
I was
I'm
pretty
100
consistent on the left side, so I know that.
I am 100% going to steal this vehicle.
I may be the only one with a license to drive it. Just beware.
What is a license?
For me, it's proficiency in land vehicles.
All right. So you started it. It came to life and then died on you. What do we do?
Mash all the pedals while we try to start it again.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna call this a common sense check. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Common.
Who?
We-
We're all around
For
the car.
Can we all do it?
What?
Well, who's driving? Who's at the
Everyone.
steering wheel?
I am Bernard.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Are you
Guidance.
We do
Who's
this.
got the land
Can-
vehicle check?
While they're doing this, like a genius, can I get under the car? Nothing could go wrong.
Absolutely.
Huzzah!
What did you ask for? A wisdom saving throw?
Hell,
Yes. Wisdom saving
bless.
throw.
No, wait, I
Okay.
can't bless.
So to be sure.
No, I can't bless. I'm gonna bless you.
Oh!
ooh.
Okay. So as you press, or as they turn this thing on, and
Hey, plus bless. Add a D4 to that.
Hold on.
You never know.
Oh.
Now it's a 21.
That beats a certain threshold. I'll give you that.
It sure does.
all right. So Colette is reaching across and dicking with this.
Ticking with that.
Yeah.
Dig it with the empty hole.
He's dicking with the empty hole.
Stop stopping it with your private parts and use your goddamn tools.
He filled the hole.
This
He
is
turned
my
it
thing.
on. And
Now play with your lever and push it.
now Bernard's holding on to the wheel and stamping on it with both feet. As it
Plumes of exhaust just fill the room.
There's somebody under the car right now.
Yeah, DG, you're used to a vehicle like starting and stopping and half exploding with your Mustang. So why don't you go ahead and explain how your car runs, and you just tell them what happens here.
We
Can-
said
The
that.
Can I
absolute
just, can I just take
Mustang.
over this vehicle nonsense
Yeah,
that's going on?
you can take over the
Please.
vehicle nonsense.
Bernard, can I please have a land vehicle check?
Yeah.
Handling the thing?
I just asked.
Do it at advantage because you have so much help.
Yeah, if only there are people in front of the vehicle.
Since this is a Mustang, am I immediately in debt as soon as I start it, or do I have to wait 30 days for the debt to set in?
Just roll the goddamn check.
You're
25.
still blessed.
All right, plus
Sure.
plus a D4 for a 27.
God damn, that's so high.
You wanted us to fail?
And also, Nogos and Bellamy, you're also blessed
Yeah, so
Fire marks on their face.
for 1 minute.
you mess with the pedals a little bit. You disengage the freaking parking brake that I described well, like over an hour ago. And this thing launches off of the stage. And you're able to steer it kind of around until you topple over on like a table or something, and it seems to be stuck for a moment.
Okay, I would like to at least have the common sense enough that when it starts making such a commotion, I do take my feet off the pedals, which seem to have activated things.
That was your common sense check that I had you roll earlier.
Okay,
To see
so
if you make the engine explode.
Like the hosts of the inn would be freaking out.
I was told we were allowed to do what we wanted here, and we were the guests, and I'm pretty sure Narissa would have stopped me as my official date if any of this was out of my board.
Drive it up the door. Go for the door.
Is everybody in? Is everybody
No
in?
ghost.
They can run. They can follow.
Oh, come on.
Everybody in.
Somebody get on top. Somebody get on top too.
Definitely be on top.
I guess above the table, did we handle everything that we wanted to do in the inn?
Did I finish? Did I finish making my scroll?
Oh yeah, definitely. I forgot.
Okay.
What the scroll was.
I have one.
And Grenwyn, were you interested in that fiendish artifact at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm going celestial. Or maybe gray. I don't know.
Well, gray requires the at least one fiendish artifact. That's why I brought it up.
Maybe. But we gotta go.
All right, so
we don't have.
I guess
to.
then,
Come up
if
with
nobody else had anything important that they wanted to like do in the inn, this thing just fucking barrels outside the front door with his goddamn check. Everybody's on board. You're filling up exhaust gases in the room as you're going. Ridiculous.
Why are we stealing this thing?
We're Madagascar.
I feel like a few of you would be like, "Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that." But the centrifugal force of the goddamn automatron, I don't remember what you called it, flies out the front door.
We're just borrowing it.
Forever.
But why? I don't understand that part yet.
Because something's coming.
This is the part of just male curiosity you're never gonna get, Gren. When we've talked about this, we see something, we have to poke it. We're poking it.
I found out that it was built exactly where it was. It had never been used, so we're just doing some long-term testing. Forever.
All right, so you get out the front door. You're, I guess, back in that main town there, right? Are we good with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Miku has already flown out the door.
Meet, move, bitch.
You get out there, and it stutters to a stop. And it will not start back up.
Can anyone see if anyone's following us?
As it barrels into a crowd.
I did have my familiar hop off before we head out. And he has some sticky fingers. So I sent it to the library. And after it's broken out of that, we've crashed out of the house. It'll wait and see if our friendly librarian has to go investigate.
Oh, I think hearing the loud puttering and stuff, I think that's reasonable to say he would come out of there.
Yeah. And then,
We're under
as
attack!
sticky fingers do, my strawberry smash-faced rabbit that is not bloodthirsty at all. He has, an interest in a certain chalice or goblet.
That great big thing.
He can do that, can he? Well, shit. We're gonna do a running montage real quick. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You can give me. I don't think he has athletics or anything. So give me 2 dexterity, 3 dexterity checks. Best 2 out of 3 to pass the DCs that I'll set forth. Either he gets seen or he doesn't, and this is considered like stealthy.
I have very good dexterity.
You're already outside.
Yeah, the whole cart with everybody on it just yeeted out of the inn, the Elysian Inn.
Does he get any advantage with the distraction?
No, because you have like 8 people in this little area now, so it'd be very difficult for you to skeet. The only thing you're getting is the fact that he has strawberry jam around his mouth, so it's blending into the carpet.
It's normal.
Old Sir Carrot Big Nog.
That was dexterity. Yeah.
Give me 2 more.
That's my favorite name.
Oh,
Yeah.
that scale.
So
14.
that first one, he ends up knocking over, a fucking chair. The goblet or the chalice is just as big as he is. He knocks over a chair as he's trying to walk through, but he manages to recover with that 16, and just kind of skates along the outside rim here, and using his ears, because he's definitely not a reflavored owl.
No.
Kind of makes light-footed touches across the carpet and in on out of the front door as Malakar is meandering his ass on in, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
Grenduin's just on top. Yeet!
Cliff
Why are
told...
we doing this?
Hold on, one at a time. Raise your hand. All right, no goes.
He's gonna...
I feel like Miku's is going to be quicker. Let's do Miku.
Tim, Cliff told you about his warning from Sune? Oh, I thought they had out, which is where Miku is also.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the whole idea, right? You guys warned each other. Everybody stacked up on the
Miku was
Automa
with
cart
us.
and then yeeted out.
No, there was no
She's like
warning.
me.
We just stole the car.
Yeah, very high rolls.
There was something bad that was going to happen there?
Apparently. I have no idea.
Yeah, Cliff was trying to say something during all of that. Sorry, Cliff. What were you trying to say?
Distract you from what you were doing. It seemed you were really into it. But I know you don't believe this, but I had conversed with Sune, and she highly suggested that we leave in the next 30 minutes, which ended up kind of working out.
Why do you think I don't believe in aliens?
You call Sune an alien again, and I'm gonna stomp your face in.
Does your world not have gods, Tim? Because I also gain power from the gods.
I mean, people call them gods, but they're just extraterrestrial beings that have extreme amounts of power.
Sune is the god of beauty and love and passion.
But she doesn't have
If you
to the ants below my feet, I'm the god of fire.
Well, you're not. You don't look like an ant. Ilmater looks like an Aarakocra. I know that isn't the best argument, but what do you want from me?
Mouse looks like a large tree.
That's cool.
Bill?
Yeah.
Bill, I've warned you, Bill.
Who's Bill?
His name is Tim. Again.
I didn't even say anything mean. It's just what I believe. Are you denying me my beliefs?
Yes.
What was No-Ghost doing while they're arguing about religion?
Wait, is No-Ghost here? Because I don't see him.
He's here.
Well, yeah, as far as I understand, everybody yeeted out on top of that cart together. They're all outside in the main city or town, whatever.
Hey, No Ghost, can you leave and come back in? Because you're not showing up on the stream at all. I don't know if it's
Oh,
a
that's what
glitch.
you mean.
I imagine Tim just panicked and grabbed under.
Okay, I thought he
Oh,
like
yeah, I
left.
forgot you were like underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
don't know.
better?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Perfect. Yeah, so I want to check the fuel tank on this.
Yeah, so you go poking around and you pop open a little hatch and it is barren inside there.
Okay.
It smells gross, but it's empty.
Well, I've smelled it before. I investigated with the guy that called my mom a fish.
Yeah.
In
way
fact,
back, way back.
In fact, most of the underside has actually melted, like the lines and stuff like that. I think that's why he was getting it. It died. Might have been a prototype.
I think if that's the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I report back. I'm like, the fuel system is gone, and we're out of gas.
I think the previous owners didn't really
Or
take
we're
care
out
of
of
this
fuel.
autumn thing you called it.
Here's the thing. Why did we have to evacuate the hotel so quickly? What was going on with it? Was there anything strange?
Just to verify, everybody is outside of the inn right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got in
Wherever
the
the
car.
car is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody other than
I
Tim
didn't get a
is
clear
there.
message,
Yep, me too, got me.
but it was a definite yes to leaving. That's what I asked her.
I'm not going to ask for 8 perception checks, but when you guys started coming here, you might have noticed like some places under construction or being started. Maybe they just broke ground. Those buildings are built. They're built and they're worn.
I did not even spend a night in there.
Yeah. How much time has passed?
Do you ask
Is
somebody?
there a passerby? Yeah, is there a passerby somewhere?
Yeah, for sure.
What in the hells?
Yeah, I'd say you could easily find somebody just walking by.
Especially because we just crashed a car, literally
Sorry,
into the middle of nowhere.
At this time, cars might be normal.
There's nobody walking by. You hit them all with your car. No.
What?
Okay,
What year is
who's
it, sir? What year
crawling
is it?
by?
Yeah, you can find somebody. You find a child, a teenager walking by.
Stay back, Coyette.
What? Hit the kid with the car? What?
Yeah.
Maybe Miku should talk to this one.
Oh, all right. I know this is an odd question, but what year is this?
What do you mean? The Year of the Dragon Lord 2025.
What does Mika remember the year was before we had gotten to
So
the...
when you ended up in the, or by the time you made it to the inn, it was like May of 2024.
It's been a year.
What month is it?
You can't tell by the weather. It's July.
Over a year. Fun.
Did anybody notice anything weird about the hotel besides the urgent message to get the fuck out of it?
If any of you look back, the inn no longer looks like the inn you saw. It looks like any other inn you have been in previously.
Is anything happening to the car?
It's melted.
I mean, it might be slightly on fire, but
Can I douse the fire?
Oh, yeah, let's take
I
the
would like to
pieces
douse the
off.
fire.
yeah,
I was gonna ask to strip it. Yes, that's what was going
No,
on.
don't strip it. See if you can fix
It otherwise looks as you pulled out with. It didn't like age ridiculously or nothing.
No, nothing
Does
like that.
Does it look like good material? Like
It looks like really light sheet metal. I wouldn't say it's got. It'd be terrible for armor, if you're asking about that. But it's think of mild steel.
The fuel lines are completely melted, so they were like the cheapest rubber or some sort of weird organic fiber that just disintegrated when the high octane alcohol got sucked through it.
Or it could be the
Well-
fact that you used alchemist fire as fuel.
Thank you, Cliff, thank Cliff and Sune for telling us to get out of there. Who
Oh, don't
knows
thank me,
how?
just Sune. Just Sune, not me.
Who knows what we could have missed if we stayed there?
Puya, say thank you.
Aside from your commotion, it seems like there's a large crowd gathered not just outside of your crash, but also probably a good 100 feet away, in kind of I don't want to say amphitheater, but town square. Do with that what you will.
So has Tim told us at all about the weird ledger that he found with names that were hundreds of years old?
Oh, there was this weird ledger I found. People seem to have been there for hundreds of years, even though they told us it was only for a couple of days. They would let them stay. Dang pop-ups. They're so unreliable.
Miku is gonna fly over to the amphitheater and hear what's going on.
It looks to be like a play. You would recognize them since you spoke to them before as Velis and the charismatic undulating novella troupe.
What is this play about?
Well, if you stick around long enough, it's called The Shadows of Elsinore. Above table, think of it as Macbeth.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Wrong Shakespeare.
Right guy, wrong play.
Is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and flurry, signifying nothing.
I'm aware.
That's not an insult. That's an actual Macbeth
And
line.
poison.
Are we still in?
Damn spot.
You're outside of the inn.
Do you guys go to the town square, or what do you guys do?
I would have approached Grenwing because I was going to earlier.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask, I overheard you talking about slaves within the chromatics. And that hasn't.
Go ahead.
I haven't seen evidence of slavery, although I don't like all of their systems. And that led me to wonder what we might have been misinformed about. What is the chromatic region like?
Well, so far it hasn't been too bad in general, I guess. So there's no actual slavery, but I think there's something going on underneath the surface, and I don't know if it's sanctioned or if it's something that's like shady. You know, so far the dragons have all been very like, oh, we don't abide that, but there hasn't seemed to be a strong like push against it. I'm getting a little concerned. There have been a couple of little times where, you know, we have seen some slavery, and when we found it, and we've been helped by others as well sometimes, but when we go to the authorities, we don't get the strong pushback against the slavery that we might expect. I don't know.
I also was informed that the chromatics were fighting each other constantly, and that's why they were stealing the eggs of the metallics to repopulate themselves from the constant infighting.
I'm guessing Miku told Tim this.
I also I didn't describe it very well in the past 13 sessions, but while you're sailing around, you would have seen random dragon skirmishes just every here and there.
There was that one over the boat where the red and the blue were attacking each other.
Where the cat saved us.
Right, yes, exactly. And our main job has been to go around to all the different kingdoms and try to form peace within the kingdoms, because they are so, there is such infighting within them. It's bad. It is bad. That's accurate.
Okay, so at least that is.
Look at the eggs. I haven't seen any metallic babies.
Oh, that's due to a ritual. They apparently have been transforming these eggs into chromatics.
Oh, well, how do they do that?
That's what I would
Oh,
love to know.
yes, that's very confusing. Well, maybe the metallics aren't as bad as we've been told. What can you tell me about how they govern?
Well, they govern much as he had said before, that those who can contribute are helped. But on that note, those who can't don't.
Well, what about like the sick and the elderly? Are they taken care of even though they can't contribute?
I, I don't generally try and be around the sick and the elderly. Um, I will try and recall. Would Tim, in his short travels throughout Oob,
So,
recall?
so due to your backstory and whatnot, the things I told you, I know it's probably a pain in the ass to go through your messages. Um, so you would know that anybody who contributes at all, handicrafts, anything like that, is help. Those who don't want to be a part of the nation don't they don't have to be a part of it. So like you know about the slums that are on the outside of the kingdom, where people, they don't throw anything in. They're capable of working, but they just choose not to help, so they don't get helped, kind of thing.
So,
Very very socialist type program. If
okay, so if
to
you are sick, but you've contributed in the past, they'll take care of you until you're better, from my experience.
Oh, that
Yeah.
seems like a pretty good society. And
Yeah.
why are they fighting with the chromatics then?
It
Well,
is this egg thing, yeah.
primarily the
Oh,
egg thing, stealing
the
their
egg thing.
children.
If somebody was stealing our children, we'd be very upset.
I will say their capital is very lustrous, covered in gold. The rest of the areas, not as much.
Well, what about food and supplies? Does everyone have enough? The people
Uh,
who choose to
food,
have enough?
food seems available. Maybe not books or education, not as much.
Oh, what about the bounty? Like we saw the green dragons, and they were swampy, and they had like fighting pits. They would
That
pit people
was
against
Black
each other.
Dragons.
Sorry, that was the black dragons. The green dragons were the forest dragons. We weren't allowed to see the blue dragons because they were too violent and would probably murder us right away. So we sent an envoy with our message to them. So, we don't have the best impression of everyone.
I yeah.
If I could be over listening a little bit, can I ask what your guys' mission is? Like, I think we've told you about the letters that we've tried to distribute. Are you on some mission
Both of
for your
us are
kingdom?
basically on the same mission to stop the war.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like your guys' focus is more related to fixing the current ties within the chromatics, and
Right.
ours is
I
to.
mean, I mean, you're giving us way too much credit. We're basically postmen, delivery people. I don't know what word you'd have for it, but we're just dropping off letters. Like, we have no pull in the places we're going. Nobody really listens to us, and we're basically fighting off insects everywhere we go. Everything's really dangerous. So I'm not sure we're in a place to fix anything, but we are delivering some letters that call for peace.
Well,
There are
every
very extreme weather patterns over there.
We did, in fact, try to help resolve a kidnapping. It turns out we were way out of our league and we needed help from some paladins, but we at least were given the respect needed to actually help the metallics directly.
And Miku, do
Well,
you remember the paladins that helped you?
Um, I, I know one of them showed up in the end, but I'm trying to remember was
William and
their
Gianna.
names. William and Chiana, yeah.
Well, and how funny that your people have issues with kidnapping when we've, run into slavers at least twice now. It
Oh,
seems to
yes.
be people getting swept up against their will across multiple kingdoms.
I would say also don't discredit the simple task of delivering letters or passing a word, and it's every step in the journey that makes the change. Just as simple as every knife stabbed into the back, every item stolen starts a trek towards vengeance.
I don't doubt your words. There can be good from it. My concern is when the words written may have been, deceptive or laced with lies, then I now become a part of that chain unwillingly. And I don't know if I can speak for the validity of the words we've presented or not.
You can
That's a really good point.
take the age-old trust no one, just like good old Tim. Everyone's a liar.
Yes, sometimes we find ourselves cogs in a machine that we don't particularly like the service in which it provides, but we must keep our eyes open and figure out more of what we're seeing because there's a lot that scares us out there.
And Neltharion seemed like a pretty straightforward dragon, but maybe there is more to what he's after than just simple peace.
Well, he seems straightforward, but what about all of the lords in his kingdom, the higher up dragons that ignored our calls for help with the kidnapping or other issues we've seen? Doesn't that speak something to the rule
Oh,
of
wait,
Xander
you guys
himself?
also dealt with the kidnapping?
Yes,
Yeah,
we've slavers, kidnappers, what have you.
Okay.
there were the slavers that were going to the Blue Kingdom, but they were supposedly not connected with the dragon in charge over there. And we stopped them though, but the one guy got away. What's his name?
I wish I could remember.
Well, that guy got away, and he was able to go warn somebody. That didn't seem very good.
Oh, have you noticed any dwarves, much similar to our friend Colette here, but pale or like pale and purplish in skin?
You're thinking of Nylar.
But Colette was there.
Oh, that's fair. Never
Have
mind.
we?
Disregard.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Purplish skin would have stood out to me.
But no dwarvish like entities.
I don't see height.
I do.
I find that very
He's
false.
so short. It's really hard to look down at you guys all the time.
Yes, I just mean I don't judge on height. Of course I see it, I just don't notice it. It's a very natural, like 6'7" Vidalcan.
There we go. We got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have noticed that William was just slightly shorter than Grendwin as well.Maybe 6'11".
Gridwin, you should play basketball, man.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a fun game. Maybe you can teach me sometime.
No thanks.
I'm really good at cards,
How did your Dragon King want you to start achieving peace? If that was his goal, he was straightforward.
He gave us letters. We had letters for everyone, and we started delivering them one by one to different kingdoms.
What they say?
Most of them said, we'll think about it. A couple of them we didn't actually get to see. We just had to send it on. And that's pretty much it. No one gave an outright no, though. So I think that's a good sign.
Oh, I meant the letters. What did the letters say?
You never looked at them yourself, if that's what you're looking up right now.
You know what? I didn't actually read them because they were all sealed. And, if we unsealed them, it would.
I feel like a couple of them were read in front of us and we got to see the reactions from the readers, though. Is that not correct? I think that We got the impression they were calls for peace.
Yeah, I think specifically the swamp and the snow dragon.
Right.
No, not even the snow. Just the swamp.
Swamp dragon.
Swamp
Yeah.
and lava, I guess, were the only ones that would have read it in front of you.
What makes the hairs stand up on the back of my neck sometimes is if this letter delivery mission is so important, then why give it to us? The newest members of the kingdom, the lowest levels of the accepted ranks of the knights. This is the kind of thing we would give to the most junior of our military. Missions that were either so fail-proof they couldn't kill themselves, or we knew they would kill themselves and we didn't want them around, so we gave them the mission to get rid of them. But, like, it doesn't seem appropriate for the scale and scope of importance of making peace. And that's what makes me question it a bit.
Yeah,
If I were to give it
I've
only-
been very suspect of that aspect as well.
If I gave this
points to refresh your memory, the gems were the ones who wanted to have the letters delivered to everything, not necessarily Meltharion. He was just your starting point.
Also,
He
I mean, I was
knighted you as well when you got
And
there.
are you guys just standing around this smoldering car
Yeah,
this whole time?
Yeah.
After from smoldering, okay.
It's a good scene.
Just double checking, like the
Bellamy
steaming.
immediately put it out. So
we don't have to worry about them coming for the car, so they're gone. We're fine.
in a year, they went out of business.
The inn looks like a regular inn now.
Yeah.
But are you serious?
Yeah, if you look, or when you look back, the inn looks like a regular inn. There's no. You don't see the doors or anything or the inside of a very large building or anything like that.
Oh, like we already saw. Okay.
Yeah, when you came, you saw it how it was, but
got it.
Nobody follows you out. It's
then we
very
conquered.
calm.
Does the basic inn look like we drove a car through the front doors?
No. What you have, Bellamy?
Oh, I was gonna say, right? I think. Also, like, I was thinking that, like, this is firstly their reasoning as to why they chose us was because we were newcomers, right? So, like, even though we were so far, like, belong to the chromatic, like, it wasn't a matter of because we wanted to necessarily, but because it ended up like that, right? So we didn't really have any pre-existing biases, right? And secondly, I was thinking it's probably I was assuming that this isn't something that they were necessarily hiding. This is just something that's like it's kind of like scattershot, right? Like you just like give it to like everybody. Maybe I'm wrong though.
They're getting 10 copies of letters from different junior adventurers.
I think it's because we were expendable.
I would agree. We're expendable.
no.
We're less suspecting. If I were to give a beggar 100 gold coins, would you believe that this ragged person had a wealth on them? So you're less likely to steal from them.
It's
all
probably-
valid points.
It's probably because the dragons don't give a shit if it works or not.
Yeah, if my group recalls too, my
I mean,
Eltharion specifically had many knights.
Is this
before
whole thing just a political stunt?
Yes, that's right on the beak, my friend. That's kind of the same impression I'm getting. It's a
Man,
bit
I
of a
feel
show.
like
You know, it's sort of like in the fiend circus in there, the way people could change their looks or satisfy your needs, but they don't really care about you. It's a short-term entertainment for a greater good, whatever that happened to be, but I don't think they really want peace from what I've seen, but I don't know enough to say conclusively.
I
feel more depressed about what happened to Neelar now. Admittedly, that had nothing to do with our mission. The clown just showed up and killed us.
A clown?
I'm sad.
Nylar chose his fate. You shouldn't have to worry about that. He chose to be a coward and stay dead.
What a shame.
I don't like framing it that way, but yeah, I just feel bad about that in general, and I just don't understand it.
It sounds like they had a chance to choose their fate, and that makes them luckier than most.
Everyone has a chance to choose their fate.
I don't think any one of us are in the fate we chose.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nylar died, and I tried to revive him, and he chose to stay dead. Everyone has that choice.
Because
Not everyone has someone offering to revive them.
Well, those who
Plenty
use
of
the
people just
revivify
die.
spell.
Well, not everyone has a revivify spell or all the diamonds. It's an expensive spell. It's very, prices people out.
And some of my friends talk about the afterlife with the gods as some sort of party where you reunite with all your favorite people. I don't know if I believe in all that, but if that's the case, why would they want to come back?
Nylar didn't believe
Maybe
it.
that was.
Maybe it believed in him.
Perhaps. But Nylar was a man of science, and he understood that death is part of life. And when his time was up, he understood that that was the end of the time that he was allowed in this universe.
And then he joined the god of science.
Sure.
Okay.
I hear there's a place where people go when they don't believe in any gods, and it's like a wall of misery, and you just become a part of that wall, and you just scream forever. That's what I think he is.
I feel if that were the case, he would have said yes to being resurrected and very quickly.
You have a particularly cruel alien.
How long did maybe he was still in transition? Did you give him a couple of days? Did you give him a chance to try it out?
Or was it just like real fast? You're like, oh, let me get him right back.
I'm just saying, like 10 seconds isn't a long time.
It was immediate, yeah.
Oh, well, he hadn't
Maybe he
adapted
didn't
yet,
make
most
it all
likely.
day.
How do you know time works the same in the afterlife?
Well, we lost Nylar and we gained Bill, so I don't really consider that.
Are you saying we
His
were in
name
the
is
afterlife in the
Tim.
end?
Cliff, his name is freaking Tim.
No,
Is it
I
that
like it
right
when you
now.
underestimate me.
Wait, if you're saying the time goes different in the afterlife and time is different in the Fiend Inn, how do we know we weren't in the afterlife just now?
Oh, that would be quite interesting.
Oh, that is an interesting query.
There's no scientific evidence either way, so we can't make any.
I don't believe in your science, God. I rely on faith.
I'm more interested in the applicability
If I was
of
dead, I would have been chilling with Sune and in the scented bath, having a good time, but I didn't do that.
I think Sylvanas could probably clear this up for all of us.
Sure.
Clear
Have them come here
forest.
and clear it up for
Let me
us
find
right
a tree.
Have them come here and clear it up for us right now.
Yeah.
Grenwyn's
Who
just
can
over there
manifest
hugging
a
a
god
tree.
real quick? Or a messenger of a god. We'll settle for that.
I'm holding my amber and I'm hugging a tree.
Like, I'm not saying I don't believe in gods. I don't think any of your gods are powerful enough because none of them have beards, but all the same.
Oh, Sylvanas has
I'm
quite a
saying they don't
beard.
exist. I'm just saying
It's
science works
bark-like
better in the
beard.
real world.
You know, this might not be either here nor there, but earlier I think I heard something from Kaito, who's he was the guy who taught me how to be a detective. He de facto kind of was my dad for a couple of years, but he's been gone for years. Just suddenly heard something. I don't know, maybe I was hallucinating.
Well, some people have dad bods. Maybe you just have a dad god.
Maybe
What?
you're hallucinating. Maybe you've got a mental illness and now you're hearing things.
Maybe it was just a really powerful wizard all along. But
Oh, message. Yeah, that's a spell I know of.
right?
All of these
can't
things are
tell if
possible. No one can
can't-
prove any of them.
I can't tell if this is going off the rails or if it's just good roleplay.
Oh, it's long.
Absolutely. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Little column A, little column B. This is definitely a lore dump.
So if I'm to get this correct, from what our stories have kind of aligned, the metallics, although poorly managed in distribution, seem normally socially ethical, and your chromatics are unaligned and maybe too powerful if aligned, which is why they're not being just dealt with. are trying to be made to have peace, but they're slavers, they're pit fighters, liars.
Sounds
There's
like
some really nice people over there too. I feel like we only picture of like the bad things that were going on, but Naltharian was pretty welcoming. And then, oh, there was that one really large fellow, and he helped us out. And oh, the lady in the woods who asked us to kill a polar bear, she was not so bad.
The only
So-
chromatics we've encountered so far tried to capture the Oracle, who was a gold dragon teenager.
Ugh. It was probably the slavers. We've got to stop these guys. I don't know where they are and where their base is, but we've seen them in on our way. It was, you know, who was part of it? The woman who was guiding us to the chromatic dragons in the first place. She
So,
is giving people to these slavers.
so another liar.
That's right. And she was working for the chromatics. No, I'm sorry, the gems. That's what I mean, the gems.
Where were you guys heading? When you came into contact with the inn, were you guys heading to the gem capital?
That's right, yeah.
Same here.
We stopped there because it was that's where the Dragonelles dropped us.
I think we're a year late.
Well, I think so.
So all of the work we've done has been completely negated by time.
Not necessarily. Maybe things have progressed because of the groundwork we laid. Maybe we just need to go on a fact-finding mission.
Yeah.
Based on what all of you have said about dragons, I'm going to go with that's probably not what's going to happen. But you're welcome to try.
Well, who was that?
Can't hear you, Bernard.
You should try it.
Should we, I mean, we could just start our own nation. They think we're dead. That's valuable in itself.
I do not think we
Bill,
have the
Bill, do
political
you reckon that's a
capital
good
to do
idea?
that.
I think a lot of things are good ideas.
Grandian, can you roll
A lot of
history
what comes
check?
out of your mouth, I don't really. It's not very. You say some really intelligent things, and then you say some things that aren't really intelligent.
I think they gave us too much good access for us to pretend like we're dead.
Two.
Yeah, never mind.
Forget about that thing we said.
I would preferably like to find out how to recreate that space. Be able to skip years and years into the future.
Right, but we didn't gain any. We didn't benefit from it.
Well, that has yet to be found. There's new sciences, potentially, potions, herbalism, innovation. There's new structures, transportation, roads, trade.
So I think we should just like ask a few people about like what is going on with the Dragon Wars before we go any further.
That's a good
Can
idea.
I find somebody that looks knowledgeable?
Real quick, did we lose Bernard?
Maybe
so.
we lost Bernard.
Yeah, he's not in the stream right now, but
Yeah.
it seems like, I guess, explaining the
He
fact
can't
that
get his
nobody
mic to
has-
work. He's fixing
nobody's
things.
freaked out at the fact that you brought in this burning car into the village.
It's no longer burning, but yeah.
What the mass
Phew.
of the citizens and the guards and whatnot or whatever are at the show currently.
Do we see any other vehicles that might look like this?
Oh God, no.
No, absolutely not.
Do we
We
see
weren't
any
in
like
the
roads?
inn long enough for vehicles to be popular.
Just killed Clarence.
I don't know what happened in a year. They went crazy with manufacturing.
Industrial evolution.
Happened
right.
in 1 year.
Now the
Can
whole place is
I-
polluted.
Can I pitch my phantasmal force workforce to you? Just give me a moment.
All right, I'm gonna find somebody that looks knowledgeable on the street.
Miku's gonna join her.
Knowledgeable how? What are you looking for?
Like a politician, somebody who looks like they know
Maybe
what's
a
going
lawyer.
on politically.
Someone in a suit.
Yeah,
You know what?
whatever constitutes a suit around here.
Give us
Maybe a tie.
an investigation.
Can Gren
Can we
help
both
Miku
do it?
out? Have you looked at your new?
Oh yeah. Let
new
me help
hat,
her.
Miku? Have
What?
you looked at your
Oh
new
yes,
item?
I have. Wait, let me go take a look at this. I definitely noticed it existed, but does it have a special effect? Oh, okay. Okay, she's going to use Moment of Clarity.
Grenwood's gonna keep showing off her amber necklace.
It's so pretty.
Look at
Click
this
one thing
mosquito
one
in it.
time. Look what Sylvanas gave me.
All guidance, Miku.
How do I roll again with advantage again?
You can just roll twice.
Yeah, you can roll twice, or
You should
Yeah.
just be able to click on the thing, and then the option of advantage, normal, or disadvantage pops up.
that too.
Just wing it. We'll figure it out.
Because she's a bird.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, we're in the bad place.
This is the bad place. And we'll add that guidance. So that's 25.
Yeah. You're not gonna find a politician. Politicians don't leave their dungeons. But you do find somebody of a, we'll say, of a higher class. You are in like a medium-sized town, so you might not find the mayor of the town, but you could find perhaps a guard or an authoritative type figure in that regard.
That's a good one.
Okay. So, good evening, sir. I think this is evening.
Aye, what you want?
We managed to get ourselves a little lost for an extended amount of time.
Okay, well, you're in the town of Hawktear. What can I do for you?
We wanted to know about the state of the general metallic chromatic war.
You want me to? You want what? The
I
war.
just want you. No, we just want to know about it.
It's happening.
We want.
Like they're fighting.
All the chromatics are fighting each other, or the chromatics and the metallics are fighting?
Oh, you're a tall one.
Aye.
But yeah. I mean, it's the same as it's always been.
So no worse than maybe a year ago.
No, see, about the same.
About the same.
Okay.
So the metallics aren't any more aggressive towards the chromatics, and the chromatics aren't any more aggressive towards the metallics.
I mean, it's no more a normal blood war.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess the status quo is better than devolving. Well, thank you for the information.
Yes, we appreciate your help, sir.
So I can go back to, keeping the streets safe then, right? You got no more
Yes,
questions for me?
100%.
Well, you know what? Do we have any? Where do you get a good baguette around here?
If you go around the corner up there, make a right, and shove your arm up your arse. You could probably find it that way.
I mean, I think I could
That's
take a
not very
shortcut and
nice.
just go straight to shoving my arm up my arse.
Well, I don't know what a baguette is. I assume it can fit up your arse. Yeah, y'all have yourselves a great day. Go enjoy the show.
Nice.
All right, so it sounds like nothing has gotten worse, but it's not any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, passively you'd notice the streets are pretty barren otherwise. Maybe some flyers up about the theater, the shops probably closed, come back later kind of deal. I don't know what time it is right now. Is it evening?
It's
means
3:06 and 16 seconds.
That means things are free.
You know, that's not something I want to hear out of a life cleric. You thieving bastard.
But it's a good
What
point.
should we do, Bellamy?
I think we do a clip set.
I think
Get
what we
some
can do. We have three options. I think we have three options. The first is we can reconvene with whoever sent us on this quest, and then get further instruction from them. The second is we can go about our own way and pursue our own goals. And the third is if we don't want to be involved in this war, we might have to find a way to escape, whether to return to where we came from, or to find a place to no longer be involved in these conflicts. These are the three options I believe.
You all keep bringing up going back, but we've already been told it's been tried many a time, and I don't see it happening. But
How is that different than ending the War of the Dragons?
oh, I don't care about that. I think we start our own nation.
And that's been done before? By you?
Yes. Well, not specifically by me, but numerous times. You see there's three, so we would just be the fourth. Just don't fuck up.
They're already warring with each other. Do you think they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, let's let these little tiny people just have their own nation now? Or do you think they're gonna like smash us immediately?
They seem pretty preoccupied with each other. They can barely function themselves, so who's to say? And it depends how we...
Plus, we have the chosen one.
Exactly. But
I
also...
Are you sure you want to put the entire political future of your plans on me when I was very notably screwed over by politics in my own homeworld?
As long as you don't try running away in the middle of a fight, yeah, we'll be all right.
Are you
Oh,
saying
come
don't be a
on.
chicken? It's not nice.
You're brave. You got this.
Yes, you're not a chicken. You're something other than a chicken. I'm sure of that.
Dove.
Pigeon?
Doves and pigeon are the same bird.
That is right. They're just different colors.
Birdist.
I'll have to take your word for that. I've never slaughtered them.
If we can't go back home, why not bring them all here?
I refuse to accept that we can't go home.
I don't want to bring the people that I love here. There's a lot of dragon wars and people die.
The dragons, I imagine, are quite small compared to how many different worlds?
Can I get a quick show of hands? Whose world was better than it is here?
Oh, I really liked where I came
Mine
from.
was better. Three of us?
Different, not better.
I feel like
Miku
that
is
might be
very much not raising her claws.
So as you guys are debating over whose worlds are better, you hear sudden screaming, like blood-curdling screams coming from the theater. And looking over, you just see crowds of people
stepping
fleeing
on each
from the
other as they're
theater
trying to
area.
get away.
See, they want to leave too.
Miku is
Well-
going to
well,
fly
shit.
over and see what the hell is happening.
Those firebolts ready, Bill.
Who is this Bill guy?
Isn't that your rabbit's name?
No, the rabbit, the cursed rabbit, is What is his name offhand?
Low carrot big nog.
Yeah.
Like you said, Bill is a
Yeah.
much more interesting person than you are, so I'm sure he's talking to you.
Well, I strive for efficiency over interest, which is more than you could say, I'm sure.
And you come up with ideas.
So,
You come up with ideas like starting a new nation in a world of dragons, Muppet.
And you come up with playing with rocks and chasing after Daddy's recipe.
You know, No Ghost, I feel like I'm better equipped to talk to you about this. I wonder if there's any worlds under the ocean.
Are
That
the
might
rest
be
of
all-
you?
The ocean.
could be like 70% of the world here not conquered by dragons.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Under the sea?
Yes.
We could totally check out under the sea.
Are the rest of you planning to follow Miku to the eruption of screaming? In the
No,
town center?
Oh,
Always.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Walk
leave
and talk,
Miku
walk and
fucking
talk.
hanging.
I thought she was gonna go fly over and then
Yeah,
tell us
she was
what's
just
going
gonna
on.
yeah, she
on
was
and
going
come
to
back.
scout.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the car.
Well, there's the 50-50 chance that Miku just flies away entirely.
Oh, I trust her. She'll come right back. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll take those odds.
Have you heard of a mockingjay and what they
Yeah,
like to
Miku
do?
flies over to the theater area. I don't know. You want to describe it?
You want me to describe it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
So
do.
as you go flying over to the town square there, as you fly overhead, you see Velis and his crew are kind of huddled in the back. The crowd is dispersing in all directions, and there seems to be. How high are you flying?
Well, I'd say about 60 feet up.
Give me your perception check.
Yeah.
All right. So
Woo!
you notice goblins. So many goblins are just going through this damn place. They seem to be grabbing people. Some people are dead. Others are not, and some of them seem to be being held by these goblins.
Okay, Miku's gonna swoop down and tell them, goblin attack.
Goblin.
Well, it's party
Oh,
time
that
then.
seems pretty bad. They're killing people then?
Yes.
That's enough for me.
All right, well, I'll go towards it.
Remind me again why we care.
Because
And
we
that-
should care about the well-being of innocents.
We can
The
just
bodies-
You don't have to care, but I do, so I'm going.
The
I'll
bodies
buy
might
you the
have
first
valuables.
round at the next inn, Koya. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna go towards the screaming, so I will see you later.
I'll follow No
Has
Ghost.
it been long enough that I'm still drunk, or have I sobered up?
Nope, you're still affected.
Okay. So then I kind of like
Before, wait.
wobble
I'm gonna
Hey.
give you
over.
on hands.
Since we're both drunk, No Ghost, we'll go together and help each other
Well,
out.
you're not drunk anymore.
You're
No.
not.
You got
Oh, the healing. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot
to lay
about
on
that.
hands.
All right, and you got it now. No ghost.
okay. How much?
5.
Okay. I think that heals me. Oh no, not quite.
No, that removes your poisoned status.
Yeah, but I'm also injured from my duel.
It wouldn't affect that. She used
Oh,
her
it
5 lay on hands pool to remove the status
Oh.
effect.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a feature.
Fucking
I'll use-
paladins.
Yeah.
I'll use my feature to give Miku's weapon the magic weapon trait.
Can I hide?
Cast it on her. Target her and cast it.
Yes, sir. Where is Miku on here?
I mean, we're all still in the inn according to Foundry.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
let me
we're in the
move
town
all of you
square.
out.
That's all right. If we can get this car started, we'll just drive it straight into the theater.
No, these pipes are.
Driving through the goblins.
Just
Yeah.
push the flaming wreckage into the theater.
That should scare them off.
They hate fire, right?
I think so.
How about a little fire scarecrow? You guys don't get Polly.
No, I feel like a flaming hunk of metal would probably scare off some
Yeah,
goblins.
that thing's not gonna move.
Yeah. So go ahead and do your cast, and then bing, bang, boom. We'll get into it.
I don't understand why it doesn't move. We talked to the gods, and they said wheel. So shouldn't the wheels work?
I thought you didn't believe in this god.
And Miku, you have to place your weapon that you want boosted into the chat. There we go. Perfect.
I fucking
you
love
have
this
a-
automation.
You have a +1 great axe that's not magical? How does that work?
That it's +1 because Tim just enchanted it.
It is magical now.
Spells.
Well, no, but like it says great axe +1, so I thought
it's a +1 now.
Oh, okay.
Due to the spell.
Any other preparations? We're not actually gonna do the battles tonight, but
I wanna hide.
yeah, I think that will be doable.
I wanna like find like a little hiding spot and try to.
Should be simple enough because it's like the town square. You could get behind a pillar or some bodies or something.
About time you roll a 20.
Oh, we'll roll 30. I'm not even going to contest it, honestly.
I'm invisible right now. I meld into the shadows.
I didn't say that.
You are a shadow.
All right.
I get an invisible condition.
I will
But you know
also.
what? I am invisible right now.
So this is where we're going to leave it off. You guys run into the theater or towards the outskirts of it, whatever. There's people running around. There's a lot of dead bodies. Some people are being held hostage by goblins. There is a goblin kind of in center stage, cackling at itself, riding a wolfen-looking creature. And there's some dudes up on the balconies here with arrows. It looks like they're just causing a big havoc.
As a larger preparation, everyone should have 11 temporary hit points. I was able to summon my protector cannon on the way.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Oh, 11, huh?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah, with that crazy scene, that's where we're gonna end it for the night.
Behold.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Good times.
All right.
Good session, everybody.
It's always open to everybody, but we'll jump into Discord for any who wishes to and talk about today's session. And if you don't want to be there, you don't have to be there.
We're leaving for a road trip in 5 hours, so have a good night, guys.
Yeah, as you do.
Nighty night. It was a good session. Thanks for running it.
Night. Thanks for enjoying it.
You already turned